We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, that's not me. Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Happy Thursday to you. It's great to see a big show today. Lots of folks lined up. As always, joined by the wonderful, illustrious, pulling the asset down, Blabs. Hello, Blabs.
Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday.
You doing okay? You holding up?
Yeah, every day's better. Woohoo.
Good. I know that you... Whoa!
Whoa,
I know that
I didn't do that one.
That was me. That was me. I know that you have been struggling.
Dead.
Yes.
I was dead.
Yeah.
But I'm no longer dead. I've come back from the dead.
That's good. Congratulations. They've been pumped up with that ivermectin and shit.
No.
Oh. My mom's cure-all is ivermectin to everything. Like, ever since COVID, she's like, did you get ivermectin? Did you get it? Like,
It's like put some Windex on it.
right. It's very my big fat Greek wedding.
Yeah.
When it comes to yeah, absolutely. Well, glad you're here, Blabs, and healthy.
Yeah, every day. Although I haven't had like caffeine in about a week, and today was the first day it really hurt. I was like, why everything's so slow? Brain, wake up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought you had caffeine and it hurt you. I was like, you probably want to get that checked out.
I haven't had it in like a week.
Okay.
Sad.
Why have you not? You can just at any time you can have coffee and or energy
not
drink.
yet. I'm still recovering, so
you're not quite there yet.
No, I would die if I probably had. Yeah.
Well, joining us today on this wonderful Thursday, very excited to have her back on the show. I do not see butter on her head, which means she is definitely not high today. Everyone put your hands together for Kirsche. Kirsche, great to see you.
You are correct. I am not fucking buttered today. How are you doing, Craig?
No gummies for Kirsche.
Great. By the way, Kirsche, did you see the video of the guy he's like my size. He's like 6'3", 220. 225, and he's like, I'm big. I think these gummies aren't going to do shit. Did you see that video?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, I need to find it because he went in and it's pretty spectacular because he went in, he grabbed like a handful of them and I don't know what milligrams there were or whatever. I don't know.
That is not, you should not, these gummies ain't shit with a whole handful. That is asking to be sent into space.
That is pretty much what happened. And it was narrated by this guy who was like, you're going to find out if you're a space cadet or if you're an astronaut. And the space cadets stay inside the rocket ship. The astronauts can go outside and they go to movies and stuff, right?
Oh my God.
It was a really funny video. But
what the heck? I
immediately thought of you. Immediately.
Well, like, I'm glad that makes you think of me, question mark?
Well, I just saw this guy. He was super high and I was like, oh, that's Kirsche.
Sometimes things happen.
He did look like he had butter melting on his head, which was great. I don't know if this guy's ever had butter melting on his head. I'm very excited to have him on for the first time. Everyone, please put your hands together. Streaming live on Rumble. It's Tectone. Hello, Tectone.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I appreciate y'all inviting me and all that stuff. Sorry for... by the way, is this family-friendly podcast?
We like to say bad words here, like tranny.
Yeah, okay.
It's okay.
Sorry for leaking the dog fucking conversation.
Listen, that's a pretty standard conversation on our show.
Especially with Kirsche.
Yeah, lots of dog fucking and figuring out who's allergic to dog jizz. Yeah.
Yeah. So fill me in real quick. So like there was a guy who fucked a dog and then he was allergic to dog semen. So
there was like some pedophile person in the UK, and I guess they were also a convicted child molester because of course they were.
Awesome.
And they decided to,
so cool.
in the middle of having sex with another guy, the guy's dog like kept trying to get involved. And
oh my God, I hate how I've actually heard of
this. Fine, let the dog join in. And then they died. And everyone's like, "Oh no, they died! How horrible! They were a national treasure because the UK loves pedophiles."
You know, I think that if somebody finds out that they're allergic to dog semen, that they deserve to die, because how the fuck did you figure that out?
That's what I'm saying.
For a vet, like if you're a vet and you're dealing with the dog jizz or for whatever reason, like you find out you're okay, fine. But if you're just hanging out with dogs way too much, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with you on that. That's a pretty good golden rule that should probably be put into the Constitution.
I agree.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, speaking of dog fuckers, please welcome to the show our technical director fighting through 102-degree fever today.
Ooh.
To be with us today. Please welcome to the show, Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix.
How you doing, everybody?
Wow.
Phoenix.
What the hell?
Phoenix. What's going
sorry.
on?
If he was doing tricks on it.
I didn't know that I was on. Hi.
Oh boy.
Phoenix, you doing okay,
Morning.
buddy?
Doing great now, Craig.
I bet you are. Wow. Oh man. Well, that's I'm glad you're doing okay, Phoenix.
Thank you.
Wonderful,
Thank you.
wonderful to see. Let me do a little rearranging here for everybody. There we are. Now we're ready to go. We look like a thumbnail. Well, look, big show today. Lots going on. We have a lot of topics to discuss. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button over here on YouTube. 141,000 strong. Over on Rumble, 41,000 strong, almost 42, which is great. Continue to join us over there. Yeah, man. Tectone, you recently made the jump, like exclusively to Rumble.
Yes. This is a very calculated decision that I've been contemplating for several months. Maybe about 7 months I've been thinking about this. Due to the fact that I've just been so frequently banned on so many platforms like Twitch and YouTube, even Twitter for a little bit. I just don't really want to have that risk anymore. There's no way that Rumble is going to ban me ever. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, that would go on the national news if somebody got banned off of Rumble. It's very difficult to get banned here, as well as it's the only kind of like alternative to a video posting platform that opposes YouTube. And, after me getting banned for calling Hassan a faggot for a week, by the way, which is insane on YouTube. Holy crap. I just want to make sure that I have a pretty good backup plan in case shit turns sideways and I get banned again for, I don't know, telling the truth again, because you can't do that in 2026. But yeah, Rumble's been great.
Yeah, it's Rumble is a great platform for sure. Listen, I think it's awesome that you found a new home. By the way, are you banned on Twitch right now?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say, because we are live on Twitch right now, and I feel like we're gonna get hit for that ban evasion for whatever reason.
Wait, we're on Twitch?
We are, yeah.
Okay, I will watch my language.
No. Listen, we are like waiting for the day where Twitch comes out and hands out. Like, Twitch is just we're glad to be there, but it's not a big platform for us. So
I would be shocked if this stream does not get y'all banned off Twitch, because I get banned. I've been banned 7 times off of Twitch.
I've only been banned once.
And what did you do, Kirsche? What did you do?
I read erotic fan fiction by a deranged ex-vice journalist.
Isn't it amazing when you read in other people's words, you get banned for them?
It's amazing, especially when it's like, that's what they do on their stream. That's interesting.
Kirsche, question for you. Do you think your deranged vice journalist is also allergic to dog cum?
I'm not sure I want to answer that question. I think that's
I do.
That's thinking a little bit too much about. I don't want to think about that.
All right, well, good. I don't want to think about that either. It was just a logical question in the flow of conversation here. All right, well, look, during our show, we're glad everybody's here. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button wherever you guys are tuning in, whether it's Rumble, YouTube, or Kick, or Twitch, or wherever. We are everywhere, which is excellent and fun. Also on Spotify. One of the things that's been going on throughout the month of March, and we are finishing up this week, has been our greatest console ever tournament. Because, Tectone, I don't know if you know this, we are the #1 video game podcast on God's green earth.
Really?
Yes. This is the #1 video game podcast in the world.
Don't do any research on that. It's rhetorical. Just
No,
trust us blindly.
I believe you 100%.
Thank you.
Just trust me, bro. All right? Trust me, bro.
Yeah.
And to tie it all back into video games, every day for the past 3 weeks or so, we've been in the middle of our greatest console ever tournament, which is why I'm going to turn it over to Phoenix in this 102-degree temperature to fill us in on today's matchup as we are in the semifinals of this tournament. Phoenix, who do we have today in our matchup?
This is going to be a good one. Here we go.
In our matchup, today's side-scroller showdown will be in the final four, the Sega Genesis versus the Game Boy. That's now the Game Boy, once again, does include the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. Tectone, you look divided here.
Oh no! When the moment you said Game Boy Color, it's over. It's Game Boy Color 1,000,000%.
Oh my God,
wow.
Tectone, I love your column.
What? Oh, where? Oh, my Corinthian pillar with Marcus
look at
Aurelius.
that.
I've noticed ever since I suggested antiquing, you have gotten a beautiful background. I'm sorry for interrupting you. I just like sometimes blurt out that I
Woman
love
be
things in the
shopping.
background. Like
You know
an
what's
audience.
crazy? You're right. All of my background is because of you, and I just realized I totally forgot. You talked about this really cool clock that you got antiquing,
Yeah, I love
and
that.
I was like, I want to go antiquing. And then all this shit happened. That's
I'm
crazy.
glad you're having fun with it. I'm sorry for interrupting you again.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
don't
okay.
care.
Listen,
All right, but it Game Boy or antiquing? That's the next one.
Game Boy.
Okay. All right.
The Game Boy Color is like, oh, I remember I got my first, I came from a very poor family. And so we couldn't afford a Game Boy Color. So me and my two brothers, we went around Woodstock, Virginia, and we would, I don't know if a lot people remember this, before the age of tap, people actually had to put dollar bills into soda machines. And they used to be a quarter back in the day with things like, instead of Dr. Pepper, there was Mr. Pibb. Instead of Mountain Dew, there was Mountain Thunder. And people would frequently forget their change. So for about 3-4 months, me and all my brothers went and collected all the coins out of the soda machines until we saved enough to get a Game Boy Color. And we bought Yu-Gi-Oh! And we
Also,
bought
fuck
Pokemon
Hassan.
Yellow.
He is
It was
such a togaf, and I hope he
sorry.
gets a yeast infection cause he is a little Turkish bitch. Tectone, you would fuck him up. Tectone can decide where this goes in the showdown.
thank you, Greek Turbo. We'll get to that. And sorry, we had a little text to speech come in there out of nowhere. As
How'd
we're
that go
talking
to
about-
me?
No, that was on our end.
I was like, why does he want Tectone to get a yeast infection?
We'll get to that in a second. But yes, you were collecting change, and ultimately, I'm guessing you got a Game Boy because of that.
Yeah, I got a Game Boy Color with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon Yellow. It was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Nice. Well, on that note, Greek Turbo came in with the $50 super chat. It says, Hail Side Scroll. I don't know if this is super chat, but he said, Hail Side Scroller.
It's a plus, actually.
Okay, great. Over on Plus says, Hola, Side Scrollers. Happy birthday, Phoenix. And what's up, Kirsche? And it's about time you get bass Tectone on the show. Put this towards your favorite, Craig, for this showdown. Oh, man. Okay, sounds good. Then he followed up with, says, also, fuck Hassan. He is such a togaf.
Metaphorically speaking, I hope.
I hope he gets a yeast infection because he is a little Turkish bitch.
Facts.
Tectone, you would fuck him up. Tectone can decide where this will go for the showdown. So
Yep.
When men get yeast infections, is that what that is?
I've never heard that before. Phoenix was shaking his head like he's aware. Yeah. Phoenix?
But,
Yeah, I think. Yeah, they can. It's
Men
rare, but you can.
get it.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, well, so our showdown between the between the Game Boy and well, no, I'm bringing it back to where Greek Turbo had.
Between Game Boy yeast infections and antiquing is
Between the Genesis and the Game Boy, Tectone, I'm guessing you want his $50 to go towards the Game Boy. Is that correct?
That was $50. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. For W's that guy. That's insane. In this economy, like, oh my God, gas right now is $3.89. You know, that was almost a full tank of gas. That was crazy.
Greek Turbo, yeah, and he put $50 towards me, so I'm gonna put it on the Genesis to balance it out a little
What
bit.
the
So
How? What do they got? Sonic Earthworm Jim? Like, what does the Genesis even have?
let me tell you why. Because I wanted to do the opposite of you, really. That's really what
Sure.
that's really what it came down to. That's pretty much it. So yes, you can
Genesis
vote with
was
your.
also a glorified Sonic machine for me. So
True.
There were some very, very, very passionate Genesis fans in our chat, which is why Phoenix. Actually, let's go to the bracket really quick to show everybody how we got here, if you don't mind.
here we go.
If you look at our bracket, you can actually see that in the first round matchup, the Genesis actually beat the Super Nintendo, which was a big upset. Then it beat the Game Boy Advance. Now it has to beat a third Nintendo console with the Game Boy here. And you can see tomorrow's matchup, Tectone, will be the N64 versus the Wii.
I have a question.
Man.
Yeah. Yes, Kirsche.
I'm not high right now, and I'm pretty sure I remember seeing these brackets like 2 weeks ago or like 2 times ago being here. Didn't this already happen?
So
Am I crazy?
This has been every day represents a different matchup, and we took a week off
No,
because
but didn't the PlayStation 2 like win overall? Wasn't it?
No.
wasn't it
No,
like a huge-
no. Everyone assumed that it would,
No,
but there was
it
an
happened in
upset.
Kirsche's head when she was really high.
yes. No, this was a major upset when the N64 knocked off the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
such a huge upset. I would say the N64 and PS2 are the two greatest consoles ever made right there. So,
Attaboy.
yeah, N64 wins if it already beat PS2. Nothing's going to beat that.
Well,
There's
we'll see.
Am I being gaslit right now? This is crazy. I swear to God, you guys already finished this. and
I
the
will remind you
PlayStation
how
won.
high you were, Kirsche.
remind
Just
you,
a
please.
reminder.
You were so high for like 24 hours, my guy. You had your own like visions in your head. So,
I'm going crazy.
yes.
Listen, we are speaking the truth here, Kirsche. So, anyways, you can vote with your super chats, direct donations, Rumble rants. We will scroll some of them on the bottom of the screen here if they are related directly to the showdown today. Like this, $20. I'm going for the Game Boy on this one right there from Evictus. Victus, thank you so much. So we'll tally all these up right here. We also have this from the Critical Catastrophe for $50. Holy crap! Get on the wall. He says, just the idea of people that can be allergic to dog jizz. My ever living mind. It's a hard choice for Game Boy all the way. All right, $50 right there for the Game Boy. So
I mean, we all know how Mr. Hands went. Imagine if he was allergic to horse semen instead.
You ever seen a girl jerk off a horse?
It's how I start every morning. That's every morning. Yeah.
I was in high school. There was a chick.
Whoops.
hold on, real quick. I just love. I just want to. I love that you started with. You ever seen a girl jerk off a horse? And then we all paused, and now you actually have a follow-up story to the time you saw a girl jerk off a horse.
You can't
No, that
open
shit
a
was crazy,
conversation
bro.
like that if you don't have a follow-up story.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
like
yes.
I was 16 years old and I was in high school, went on this like whole trip, and there was this chick who was like notorious for being ran through in school. Like, you always want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're like talking rumors. Who knows how many people these women have actually slept with. First thing she does when we go to the petting zoo, she jumps over the fence, starts jerking off the horse, man. Like that, you know?
Like she couldn't contain herself.
Couldn't contain herself, man. This was all the same chick. I remember the first day I went to high school, she immediately asked to see my penis. That shit was nuts, bro. Shit was wild back in the day.
What the fuck?
Is she alive still? Or did she get the AIDS?
I probably got AIDS. Who knows?
Wow.
I just think of the Family Guy skit. You got the AIDS. That's all I can think of.
Well, that's a fun story I didn't expect to hear today. Thank you very much for that. That's-
It's much more graphic, but I don't want to tell the whole story because we're on Twitch, you know.
yeah, we're on YouTube as well, and you know we've had a lot of jizz talk today already, so we'll keep that going. With that said,
So
I don't know
anyway, here's the next recipe in Nature's Harvest.
don't even want to Google that, to be honest with you. But I don't know if you guys saw this with this wonderful matchup of you guys coming together for the first time with Kirsche and Tectone. DB Wild has used a little AI inspiration and put together a little arm wrestling match between you guys.
Ooh.
I don't know if you guys have
Oh
seen this.
yeah!
Look at that. So,
Oh my god.
Oh, if Kirsten wins, I'm gonna snap. By the
I
way.
was gonna say, is he gonna win or is this Netflixed?
Okay, good. There's no ending. Good. Okay, thank God.
you know, DB Wild, with you watching, do us a favor. If you can make two alternate endings to that, one where Kirsche snaps off Tectone's arm, and one where Tectone snaps off Kirsche's arm, that'd be great.
I've always wanted to be the first female lead of a Marvel movie.
You can, there's with AI, anything is possible, Kirsche, which is great. All right, then, holy shit, $50 right here for the Game Boy from Bartoffy. He says, Game Boy, because you couldn't take that console away in your pocket or on the plate, or because you could. Yeah, so there you go. Thank you so much, Bartoffy, with the 50. You're going to want going on the wall as well.
Who is this chick who I keep seeing their tits just go crazy? Who is that?
She's the greatest moneymaker we've ever had on the show.
Okay.
We have no idea who she is, but
Oh.
we reward.
Yeah, I'll
support.
just do a little flash. So there's that one, there's that one, there's that one, there's
God.
that one. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
They just have a binder full of women.
Yeah,
Well, I'm a guy where I used to have a crazy porn addiction. I've been working on it for like so many years. And, my fiance knows I've been working on this. The moment y'all pulled that up, she walked in the door and the look on her face.
He's back at it again.
She was like, what the fuck are you doing?
He just throws the eggs in your head and is like, he's relapsing. How
Yeah, I know. Dude, it's hard. Porn addiction, a lot of men struggle with it. It is very, very, very difficult.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've talked about it a whole bunch before. It's something that I think it should be addressed a bit more frequently because a lot of people still say that it's not even a real thing.
Oh, no, it's a very real thing. Deathgrip Syndrome is like, oh my God, so many men
not
have
death
it.
grip your dick.
It's so bad. Do we have the time to talk about the seriousness of Deathgrip Syndrome?
I'm sorry, Deathgrip Syndrome?
You don't know DGS?
No, not familiar with DGS.
Okay, so DGS.
Sure you aren't.
Yeah, so DGS happens when young men get addicted to porn. And when they're jerking off, they don't use lubricant and they grip their shit way too hard. And so what happens is that like your hand can squeeze really fucking hard. It can. So when you go inside of a woman's vagina, you can't get hard anymore because you're used to your pressure just jerking the fuck out of that shit.
Yep.
So you can't come, you'll fucking limp out. So yeah, dudes need to loosen their grip and use a little bit of lube. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to come when they have sex for the first time.
You're trying to have an orgasm, not take your dick off your body, all right?
Exactly.
I feel like every day I learn something a little new on our show, which is great.
I got you,
And
man.
Well, that's why you punch your girl in the stomach when you're doing it, so she tenses up, and then you get a little
Exactly.
bit more of a grip.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He knows.
Yeah, I know. I know how it works.
He knows. Wow. That's he's one of one, folks. That's thank you, Phoenix, for that.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. Okay, real quick, I need to point this out as well. Marmalin came in with $49.99. That's Bitcoin using Tectone. You're going to appreciate this. Rumble Wallet.
Yes, sir.
He says, Hassan is indeed a togaf. Love you, Baldy and Foxu. Baldy can choose where this goes. So I'm guessing that goes to the Game Boy, yeah?
Yeah, Game Boy, 100%. Also, thanks for using Rumble Wallet. I think that is like one of the greatest things the entire platform is going for right now.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're going to do a sponsor read for a little bit later on, which, man, great stuff.
Craig.
And I agree.
Craig, I
Yes.
still need the conversation. The Rumble conversation.
I know. I'm going to get you that conversation. Okay. I'm going to get you there. I promise. Guys, I guarantee Rumble wants to have you on their platform, which is great. All right, I'll tell you what. We have a lot to get to today. We're going to scroll your supers on the bottom. We will calculate everything up as we go along. Real quick, Phoenix, do we have an early update on where we're at with the Genesis first Game Boy?
Boy, howdy do we. It is $50 for the Sega Genesis versus $219.98 for the original
water.
Nintendo Game Boy and Nintendo Game Boy Color.
Yes, sir.
I would like to point out that I am the only $50 that has gone on the Genesis right now. So
That is correct.
we'll see. And then that was technically
Holy
Greek
shit.
turbos. What?
So aforementioned just came in with $500 on Rumble. So I'm gonna
What?
keep doing that. Aforementioned for 500 says for the Game Boy. Sure, the graphics
Ooh.
sucked and you could hardly see the screen, but it provided hours of portable enjoyment. Hang on, gotta put the tits back up. Okay.
Yeah,
There's
hey,
a
let's
reason
do
the Nintendo Game Boy lasted while Sega died off.
Okay, hold on, real quick.
Ah.
Can we do some frolicking today just for Tectone? I don't want his urges to go up.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, let's.
No,
let's
I'm
do
good. It has no effect on me anymore. I'm good. Don't worry.
That a boy. Well, we do a frolicking just in case. So
Yeah, hang on. I gotta find. Where's the Kirsche one go? Here, we can do another one of those.
Just
Oh,
frolicking.
that's so cute.
Not helping.
All right, Blaz, why don't, before we get to hard news and some of the stories, why don't you read off some supers real quick while I get Critical Catastrophe, Bartofi, aforementioned, and Marmalin on the wall.
Okie dokies. VW Taz for 20 says, so, Kirsche, can you explain this outside smell to us? What?
He's Ling. He can't say explain. So there's a difference. There's a difference between the smells of outside and the outside smell, right? Like you go outside and you can smell like flowers or freshly cut grass, or
rain.
like if you're in the city, you'll smell like sewage and body odor and just gross things, right? So those are just normal smells of outside. But when you get outside and you come back inside from the outside, there's a distinct smell on like hair and some clothing fibers that is like the outside smell. And the outside smell smells really fucking bad.
You ever heard that white people smell like dogs?
I don't think it's just white people, but that's the outside smell.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'm not gonna lie. There are times where, you like hug your kid and they've been outside, and you're like, yeah, you smell like a fucking dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the outside smell, man.
Yeah.
It's
true.
horrible, and I hate it, and it actually makes me vomit.
You've never heard that white people? That's the one thing that I've heard black people say about white people is that all white people smell like dogs.
No, I know black people smell like cocoa butter, but I've never heard dogs and white people. I've never heard of that.
Well, listen, I learned something today. You learned something today, which is
Okay,
which is
I don't smell like that shit. Fuck no.
You don't think you do.
If people think that only white people smell like dogs, does that mean that there are people who could be allergic to white semen?
Thank you, Kirsche. Appreciate that. Guess what? It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news.
Hard news.
Okay, Blabs. Here we go. A little bit of production value. Tectone, have you ever actually seen our show before?
No, I'm currently, my mind's being blown right now. Like this is crazy.
This is a wild ass show, man, and we're glad you're with us today. And
I got reached out to by like 8 people being like, bro, congratulations on going on Side Scrollers. Like, this is huge. And I'm like, bro, I don't know, man. I just want to talk to people. Like, this is nice. And now I'm here and I'm like, damn, but that was a pickle transition. That was crazy.
Listen, the more pickles we can have on our show, the better.
I
which
love
is important.
pickles.
Do you like crunchy pickles or soft pickles, Tectone?
Do soft pickles, are those things?
Yeah. They're like not really crunchy, they're just kind of like like a crunchy apple versus like a not so crunchy apple,
Well,
bread and butter pickles are very crunchy.
I'm pretty sure like everybody would enjoy a crunchy pickle. I mean,
I agree.
I've never heard of a flaccid pickle before. That's a little sad.
Classic pickles are very disappointing.
Yeah.
Well, something that gives me a crunchy pickle is aforementioned gifting 20 Rumble
Oh my
Premium
God.
subs. Holy shit. That's awesome. Love to see that. And we appreciate that aforementioned. If you guys got gifted a Rumble Premium over at Rumble. Oh, there we go. We got Phoenix and the Virtual Boy. That's nice.
Yep.
A little bit of frolicking. That's good. If you guys got gifted a membership, make sure you say thank you to aforementioned for that wonderful, ridiculous support right there. All right, Blabs, I'm going to let you lead this story because you've been wanting to talk about this for like 3 days now. Okay.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you want to talk about this story, to be honest?
Well, listen, we've had conversations about all sorts of animals' semen today. So why don't we just talk about, I guess, human here? Go ahead, Blabs.
Right. So there's this woman in the United Kingdom who slept with an identical twin, like a male, and then like 4 days later, she slept with the identical twin's brother. Right? So she slept with these twin men in the span of 4 days, and they can't identify who the father is of this baby. There's no technology to identify. They don't know. And then one brother was getting mad about not being on the childbirth certificate because obviously you can only really have one father. And so the other one was like, well, what do we do now? Who knows?
Tectone,
What a whore.
Tectone, did you know this girl in high school?
Shit, maybe. It might be the same chick.
She just birthed a horse.
What are the odds of being in a situation like this where you fuck an identical twin and then decide to cheat on him with his twin several days later, and then you end up getting pregnant from it? Like, just think of the astronomical odds it would take to be in that position. I can't wait till our politicians make laws around it.
So this says they argued that the registered twin should not automatically retain legal parental responsibility when science could not prove he was the biological father here.
Crazy.
Appeal judges have now ruled that the child's father is one of the 2 identical twins, but current testing cannot establish which one. The court heard that both brothers had sex with the mother within 4 days. By the way, like if you're the second brother, like, don't you feel like, I don't know.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, you know.
You should feel a little weird. It's not like the human male penis was designed to scoop out previous semen like some animal penises are.
Thanks, Kirsche.
You're welcome.
Didn't know that either. Thanks, appreciate that. In the written ruling, Sir Andrew McFarlane, very English name right there, said the child's truth is binary and not a single man, noting that while future scientific advances may one day identify the father, the cost of advanced testing is currently too high. The court also found that the twin currently named on the birth certificate was not entitled to remain listed as the legal father based on the evidence available. So, like, okay, can I just
wait? But my first question is: Did the twin want to be on that certificate though?
Don't know.
Because then I would just make that person the father. Anyway,
Right?
but Craig, yeah. I mean,
Like,
that
are they
case
fighting
closed.
over who gets to be the father? I don't really understand.
Yeah, it doesn't state that. It also doesn't state if they did this on purpose or if the woman had no idea that the men swapped. You know?
Ah.
Because I put this on Twitter, and Cecil, our good friend Cecil, Good Bad Flick, said that he knew a pair of identical twin girls who did that in high school. They would just switcheroo on their boyfriends and not say anything.
That's
so, like,
crazy.
That's evil, bro.
That
That's
is
evil.
true. I didn't even think of that.
That's hot as
Yeah,
shit.
that's
is
so
really what that is.
awful. Oh my god, I can't believe women are doing that.
Man, that's really gross.
So,
Wow.
like, I feel like these twins could have, like, totally, like, swapped on her and she had no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be
She
crazy
did. She was
too.
like, something's a bit weird today, but, like, it's the same guy, but it's actually not.
Can I be the ultimate Dr. Evil here
Yeah,
and
yeah.
actually think of the other way? What if, and this is, what if the twin brothers just decide to be total dicks to this kid the rest of their entire life, and they swap as dads to this kid? like, hey,
Fucking with this kid's
Hey, I
mentality
really
as
want to
it
go to a
grows up.
swim team today. Can you
Right.
handle it?
right, exactly, daddy, and it's instead of like daddy, it's like daddy with a question mark at the end. He doesn't know which one truly is his dad at any time, and they're just straight up.
Unless
being
they
evil
keep
to
it
him.
a secret the whole time until he turns 18 and they both stand in the room at the same time. And then
Oh,
he
no.
realizes, well, which one was it? Am I freaking the fuck out? Like, oh, that's scary, bro.
It's like, when did I get two dads?
Yeah.
Oh my God! And, once again, I just go back to the twin brother, who this is actually kind of a legit question. Did she know that he was the twin brother 4 days
Exactly,
later?
it doesn't say.
You know, these are the important questions that we need the answers to. We need some. So where do the real journalists go? Where do they go? Don't even
Where's
know.
the people asking questions to give us the information we need in this story?
Unbelievable. Anyways, we'll keep a close eye on that story as it progresses over the next 18 years. Right, Blabs?
On his woman.
Oh, my God. With that said, if you were, let's just play that out, all right? Cecil's situation where he knew twin girls who were swapping with their boyfriends. If you were a boyfriend, like, hypothetically, you would know pretty quickly, right? If you were screwing a twin sister that wasn't the one that you normally screwed, right? Wouldn't you hypothetically know that immediately?
Well, it just depends on like how long you knew that person. Like if it was like a fresh like finding, like you just like got freaky off the first date and the second date they get a little bit crazy, you wouldn't know. But if you were with them for like 2.5 years, 3 years, then you would probably know basis of their personality. But I feel like it would be pretty hard to distinguish that early on in the relationship.
That makes me wonder.
Are your
human
faculties
has a-
there, Craig? Is your brain able to compute while that's happening? I would feel that I'm not able to process that information when that's happening.
My brain's just going vagina.
Pretty
vagina.
much.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, go ahead, Kirsche. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say every human has like a distinct smell, but
Like
I've
dogs.
never really been. I guess I've known 2 sets of twins in my life, and I never paid attention to the way they smell because I wasn't like trying to date them. So, if you were dating one twin, would the other twins smell the exact same, or do they have a distinct smell as well? How does that work?
Well, generally, when I see 2 twins, the first thing I do is smell their head.
Of course.
So
I think that would be socially awkward.
I mean, it's only weird if you make it awkward. You know, I'm just saying.
Like, hello, can I sniff your head, please?
No, I don't even ask permission. Just walk up and
Oh,
I'm
Joe
straight
Biden strategy.
I'm Joe Biden the fuck out of those people right there. Just walking up to them and smelling their head, which is great. No, totally kidding, but seriously. All right, real quick, let's get to a couple of these supers real fast, and then we'll move on to our next story, which is space, which is great. But Wolf and Wings came in at $20. Says Game Boy Color slightly beats Genesis, despite Echo the Dolphin and Earthworm Jim. Pokemon Crystal was great, and Super Mario Deluxe and Donkey Kong Country as well. All right, there's 20 for the Game Boy right there. I think the Genesis is going to get a shit kicked in today.
I've always predicted that. Yeah.
Speaking of Super Mario, y'all see that movie yesterday?
Not yet.
That shit is so good. It's unbelievable. Fucking fantastic. Anybody saying that shit's bad, they're retarded.
Okay, you want to talk about the Super Mario movie real quick?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the news coming down from one of the co-stars of that, Charlie
What?
Day?
Oh, how Luigi Manleone is
yeah.
his favorite Luigi?
Yeah.
What a fucking retard.
Let's go and play that clip really quick to get everybody caught up right here.
Charlie, you play Luigi, a great Italian guy. Who's your favorite Luigi in recent American history?
I'm sorry, Blabs. I can't understand him. He's not talking with his hands like this constantly. I don't understand.
Ragazzo, ragazzi, cosa fai?
Phoenix, can you believe how racist she is when she talks
So
like
racist.
that?
We didn't even
Unbelievable.
mention black people, and there she goes again.
There she goes again. The unbelievable
Stop,
racism. All right. So, yes, so Charlie Day, who's your favorite Luigi?
Well, me, first of all, number one. Luigi Mangione.
Luigi Mangione.
Number two. Excellent, perfect. That's only one.
I hate this shit, bro. It's like, bro, just do the funny Luigi voice and shut the fuck up. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm
Isn't
so
it
tired
kind
of it.
Like,
Yikes.
incredibly unaware because Luigi Mangione killed the healthcare guy. It's like, oh, this is like rich guy who's basically deciding horrible things in his opinion. You guy who are saying your favorite Luigi is Luigi Mangione, you are also a rich guy who would also get shot.
Yep.
So what are we doing here?
Which is there's so many celebrities trying to act like they're like the everyman. It's pathetic. I mean, it's the same with streamers who are like, oh my God, I'm so poor. Like Pokemon, that clip of Pokemon saying, oh, we hate the rich. Bitch, you are the rich. Shut the fuck up. I hate this. It's like no, sorry to rant, but we used to be in an era where being like edgy was funny, where being entertaining was good, but now it's all about relatability. And, being relatable to your audience is very important. So now all these fucking influencers are like, oh, dude, trust me, we know how to relate to the everyman who works a 9 to 5 every day with a boss they fucking hate. It's like, no, you don't. You started streaming at 16 after your parents took care of you for your entire life. Hassan acting like he's a socialist when there's photos of him being at the fucking country club, riding horseback, playing cricket. Suck my dick. You're about as relatable. You know what? Anyways.
Because
No.
all those people
Go.
would make fun of Osmond for the way that he lived as well, even before he had money.
Nuts.
And it's like, well, yeah, some of that shit's kind of crazy, but also if you want to pretend to be relatable to like the everyman, most people had an upbringing that was like not quite as relatable, probably not quite as hoarder house as Asmund, but that's more relatable than growing up with the silver spoon, man.
It's part of the hey, man. Whatever. He's got to be a part of the system. It's part of the system, man. By the way, Charlie Day, you guys want to play the net worth game right here? Phoenix, a little production value here. If we can play the game, let's go around the horn and find out, and let's do some guesses on Charlie Day's estimated net worth. Blabs, you first.
3 million.
Okay, Kirsche, any guesses?
I don't know. Maybe like 7 million.
Okay, Phoenix.
35 million.
Okay, and Tectone.
I think if he's anything below 20.2 million, he's just an idiot.
According to CelebrityNetWorth.com, Charlie Day, who's, by the way, just like you and me, average net worth $27 million.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Right there.
Yes, sir.
There you go, Tectone. You win. Congratulations.
I valued him so low because I couldn't think of who the fuck he is. I was like, well, I don't recognize his name, so it can't be that much.
You never
It's
seen
always sunny. It's
No,
always
I
sunny in
haven't.
Philadelphia. He's a producer on that, so he's going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, actor / producer.
Yep.
Yep. All right, let's go and move on to our next story here, which is space here. Did you guys see the big space launch yesterday?
I am praying you have that kid.
Boy,
as
do
a
I.
story. Okay, good.
Why are they edging us? Why are they going up there and not landing on the fucking rock? Although I will say, if they do land on it, that'll be the first time America has ever landed on the moon. That'd be big.
I'll tell you what. There's a lot of questions I have about the moon landing. There's a lot of questions that I have. But I do like that they can actually more or less live stream at least the entire launch now, which is cool, and they got all the trajectories and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what, man, this is something that my daughter who's in 5th grade, like when I was in school, in elementary school, I remember them wheeling in a TV and being like, there's a rocket launch. This is a big deal.
Same.
No, it was not even on the radar for these kids today. It was.
Well, yeah, why would you care about a rocket going up into outer space when you have to learn the 72 genders, man?
That's it.
There's so much more to learn. Well, I'll tell you what, there is a little bit of hope, though, as this kid was asked about why he thought it was important to go to space. His response may be the best response I've ever heard in my life.
That is correct.
Why do you want to be here? Why do you love space? Why do you love being a part of history?
We're going back to the freaking moon. That's why.
If you can't hear that, we're going
That's
back to the
American.
You're right, dude. I love it. Like the fact that you said that right on cue, which is just excellent. Are you guys excited? Like I didn't know that, Tectone, that they're just like orbiting the moon. They're not landing on the moon.
Yeah, they're not landing on it. They're just going around it.
Kind of lame.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's the point?
Yeah, like
Did you see that fucking super chat that was just on the screen? What the fuck?
Yeah, that was weird.
Wait, no,
I
what was it?
drinking, so it took me a second.
This person walked in on other person fucking their Rottweiler.
Oh, that's great.
So
And so they joined in, or?
no, they got separated.
they quickly learned if they were allergic to dog jizz or not, which is
Yeah.
I appreciate that's going to be a common theme throughout the duration of our show today is
bestiality.
Yes.
But sorry again about leaking that. My bad, guys.
Then there's the CEO of Five Guys giving a $1.5 million bonus to staff because he didn't want to get shot. Progressives are seeing it as a win. But psychopaths will always see some fearing for his life as a win. This the Game Boy.
Wait, so the CEO of Five Guys gave $1.5 million bonus to staff because
I don't
he
think
didn't want
it's
to
like
get
he
shot?
gave $1 million bonus to every individual person. I think it's like there was a lump sum that he divided out to all the employees.
You sure you're not high?
I'm sure I'm not high. I just sometimes but I sometimes can't think of words. Also, it's way too early for me to be awake, man.
It's noon.
Yeah, I don't wake up until 2 p.m. usually.
Oh, dude, I had sleep paralysis last night and I still got up at 9 a.m. CST.
Did you fuck your sleep paralysis demon?
No, not this time.
I've heard it's really good.
Maybe.
Hippie Tree Hugger, that was $25 for the Game Boy right there. Thank you very much, Hippie Tree Hugger. Back to space, though. Did you see what the White House posted? By the way, bringing it back to video games over here. Did you see what the White House posted yesterday, which has everyone so pissed off?
Yeah! The Animal Crossing one was so good, too.
Let's go.
God, I love it. So cool.
I agree. And so this naturally has all of the Nintendo fans just pissed off naturally. And I turn on the music just because we are on YouTube and we're going to get flagged for it. But man, how great is that? And we've talked about this on the show extensively. Phoenix, you think that whoever is running the social media account for the White House. Yeah.
Yep. The best.
Yeah, absolute genius. That we're reclaiming culture with whoever is in that department needs a raise. Although it's funny though, for people outside of our sphere, though, if they're like 70 years old, they must be so confused watching this. They're just, what is happening? What the fuck is going on? Absolutely. But no, for our generation, this is amazing. I'm actually really, really impressed and proud of the fact that they're doing that because, you know, with politics, you think of a guy in a suit, real stuffy and stuff like that. So the fact that they were bringing this and incorporating culture into it really can get some youth movement, which we definitely need. So I love it.
The response to this has been about as good as you would expect it would be. Which
is overwhelmingly positive.
This is so the cool response that we see every single time that the White House does something like this, where people go, I'm afraid I'll never purchase another one of your products again. And all these tweets blow up, you know, and it's
no one gives a fuck, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Nintendo can't do shit. They can't. They're going to try to, what are they going to do? Sue the White House? Shut the fuck up, bro. We'll just bomb Japan again.
This is excellent, by the way. By the way, this is how you know that these people are tourists here. When you see a photo like this of Mario and Luigi with the Make America Great Again hat, and then people immediately point out that they are 2 Italian immigrants, which is not accurate because they were born in New York. You fucking idiots.
Facts.
So, yeah, there you go. That's nice right there. So, I don't know. Bringing it back to space. You guys excited to be going back to space and making it a priority? Or is this... I was watching actually Sports Center this morning, and the host goes, "Why are we even going to the moon?" That's the thought process. But
I think it's ridiculous how people think we're wasting money by going up to the moon and protecting ourselves against, fucking meteors that could obliterate the planet, but they're okay with us sending $50 billion to Israel and Africa. I think there's a much better use of our American dollars is to be ready for the eventual meteor.
Well, it's coming for sure.
It is 100%.
Yeah, we can only hope that it doesn't hit before California. It gets the big earthquake because I can't wait to see that.
I know. California being forcibly segregated from the rest of the United States by earthquake. Oh, that'd be so good.
That would be good.
It's gonna happen. Like they've said, it's just a matter of time. It's if and when it's gonna happen. So, but yes, I'm with you on that. As far as going to space, I think it's a great thing. T-Mac Burninator came into the 10, says the Artemis rocket system rocket is a new system. Apollo did the same orbit around the moon without landing before the Apollo 11 landed on the moon. It's to test systems and to make sure they work before the actual mission to land people on the moon for the 7th time. Well, that makes more sense. Nothing says fun like flying 19,000 miles or whatever it is to the moon to get there. But
is it really that short of a distance?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's 190,000 miles. I think is what it is. So
okay, that makes more sense.
Because I think it takes 5 days to get there, and I did the math yesterday that they were going a mile every 3 seconds. So, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy,
that
bro.
Is really fast.
Yeah, it's like 18,000 miles an hour.
I feel like we should already have colonized Mars by now, and it's a shame that we don't have any sort of like human Mars bases. Because we're too busy, I guess, babysitting everyone in existence on planet Earth.
So here's my question. Why do you think we can populate Mars when we can't even fix Detroit? It's kind of a
legally advised to not answer that question.
Okay, sure.
I have when it comes to going to Mars in general, how quickly do you think we're going to get activists talking about you can't colonize these colonizers taking over Mars, and you're going to see the native Martians who live there, all the plant life and stuff. People are just going to be complaining about Earth taking over. By the way, like if we do land on Mars, does America just claim the entire planet?
Yes.
Well, we'll see what the white liberal feminists think, and then we'll see. We probably have to get 10% to Africa, and then 10% to the other minority countries. We'll figure it out. We'll see what they cry about on Twitter.
Well, I think that's generally how most decisions are made, to see what the white liberal woman thinks about that.
I think if only we could just say no to crying women, we could accomplish things again.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God. Speaking of crying women, I want to move on to our next story, which involves Darkside Phil. But
love that guy.
We'll get
so
to that
good
in just a second. But first, the Planet Will came in with 10, says, hey, I'm in Cali. I would kindly not like to get separated from the mainland and become a Hawaiian.
It looks like it's time for you to get out.
Yeah, I think you should probably move to maybe a sane place in the world right there. Sorry about that. And BC Wolf came in and says, Artemis 2 with the $20.
Kirsche, we can hear your keyboard.
That's not me.
That's me. Sorry, I got 10 gifted subs, and I wanted to thank him. I'm so sorry.
Throw it up. Let him know.
Oh, okay, sure. Let me pull it up. Sorry. Yo, gaming on Rumble. I think the 10 gifted. Sorry, I never get gifted subs or downloads, so that's a big day for me. I've come on here seeing all this shit. Oh my God, it's blowing my mind.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah, give it up for gaming on Rumble. Love
Is that
that.
real? That's crazy.
What up, Michael?
I feel like I would have actually just died last year if it weren't for the support of my community.
Yeah, for sure. I think we live in different worlds for sure when it comes to that. BC Wolf says Artemis 2 is the practice run to prove the spacecraft. Yes, for sure. Next, Artemis 3 is practicing with the different landers. Then Artemis 4 is actually landing on 2028-ish. Oh, nice. Cool. That's interesting. Thank you very much for the clarity on that. And Probable Cause says, I grew up poor and was gifted a Game Boy Color, by friends family one Christmas. Those countless hours playing Pokemon Yellow still warm my heart. Anyways, put this to the Genesis because the Game Boy is for filthy pores. God, the plot twist right there from Probable
he's
Cause.
not wrong. Like it's true.
Oh, that's awesome. That's excellent. We have Blabs. I don't even know how much this is worth, but Y Incarnate just came in with
$1,000.
No. It's $47.11 USD. That's why I didn't clear it because I want to listen. We're gonna do a little booby. Sorry, Tectone.
$47 is still crazy though.
Hell yeah, it is. That's amazing.
How much is that?
$47.11.
It says Blabs. I would expect Phoenix to skip Poppy because he's hater, but you disappoint.
Well, I didn't skip Pappy. She's right here. I'm
There's
sorry.
Poppy.
Nobody asked for Pappy.
Nope. She shows up when she wants to show up, which is
Tectone's gonna need help holding on to his coin from Porn Addicts Anonymous.
I don't control Poppy, by the way.
I do.
I see that blanket. I know what's happening.
For me, I'm so past being attracted to like the new era of what is deemed as attractiveness in women in 2026, which is all of the filters, all of the plastic surgery, all of the liposuction. Oh my God, I vomit when I see this whole buccal fat removal shit. Like what? I don't know what these people are doing anymore. People don't even look like humans anymore. I don't know. A good old natural, built by their mom and dad, how they were born. I'm good with that.
Yeah, you need like a good Irish wife built for beating.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Atta girl.
To get punched in the stomach during sex, right, Phoenix?
Yeah.
That is correct.
That's right. Wow. Thank you for that. Daniel came in and says, with the $49.99, as someone whose grandfather helped build the lunar lander, I'm super excited about the next mission. Wow. That is awesome, Daniel.
That's pretty freaking cool.
Grandpa's legit over there. That's excellent. And gaming on Rumble with 10 Rumble premiums over there. Look at that. Gaming on Rumble, spreading the love, which is just spectacular. If you guys got gifted a membership, make sure you say thank you. Consider paying it forward right there. All right, let's go and move on to our next story. But Blabs, why don't you read off a couple of the bigger supers, and I'm going to get Y Incarnate and Daniel on the wall.
Okie dokies. Benjamin for 20 says, I can no longer make fun of Kirsche for the trunk pizza. I had 2 bean burritos in my car from last night and ate them on my way to work. I will still make fun of the egg sandwich, though. Tell Tectone about the tilapia.
Okay. What's that about?
Do I want to know?
So apparently in like 2019, after how do I explain this? So how the sausage is made is how they invert your penis to create a neo-vagina for the transgender surgery.
Jesus
and sometimes if you take hormones and puberty blockers too early, your penis doesn't grow enough for it to be able to be inverted and have an entire fake vaginal canal. So they started taking tissue from the colon to make the canal deeper. But the colon surgery tissue stuff was like experimental. And they were like, how about instead of taking tissue from the colon and using that to craft the vaginal canal, we actually use tilapia skin.
That's fucking foul. Can you imagine being deemed a bigot if you don't allow your children to do that?
Yeah, now they're making like paper mache ovals out of tilapia skin and putting it inside people and saying, yep, there's your vagina. Congratulations.
Tilapia, the bottom of the barrel fish that sold. Yes. Okay. So,
yeah. And that's why haddock is my favorite fish.
That's why I always go for a nice piece of salmon instead of that tilapia.
We really live in a clown world, don't we?
We truly do.
Yep. It's a little bit sad, the state of the world these days, and I do truly believe we got here due to COVID making everybody go fucking nuts, and men just being desperate.
Long before COVID.
You know what it was?
Just like an insanity.
That was the boost. That was the 417% boost. It was because men developed a fetish for women with dyed hair, and they're all fucking crazy. And so, in order to pander to those people, they decided to pander to their delusions of reality, and here we are today.
Oh no.
Oof. Yeah, here we are, and listening to liberal women on every opportunity we can for every decision, right? All right, let's go ahead and move on to this. Hey, Tectone, I don't know if you said you like this guy, which is great, and I don't know if you know this, but we actually have a long history with Dark Side Phil on our show.
Yep.
We did an interview with him shortly after we launched the show about 3 years ago. It went super viral, and since then, Dark Side Phil has really not liked us. He's really not liked us.
Well, I
and
don't think Darkside Phil likes too many people. I don't even think Darkside Phil likes himself, to be honest.
Does he like his wife?
Listen,
well,
that's a very deep cut right there, and I appreciate. Listen, he's got to look inward to find the value in him right there, Tectone. I think that was a very deep of you right there. But did you know that he has a birthday coming up? Phil is turning 67 years old.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was like, oh my God, he's almost as old as
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
No. But Phil's been online forever, and he actually had a special invite out. He put a clip out to invite one of his guests that's been on the show. I don't know if you see who he's gonna. Yeah.
If he's not inviting Gundam, it's not real.
No, it's not Gundam. Let's find out.
Hello, everyone on the internet. I'm making it formally known that on Monday, April 6th, I'm doing a birthday marathon here on DSP Gaming. All right, I'm going to be playing games and having fun, having some drinks, having a cake and all kinds of stuff on my birthday. I am formally inviting Asmongold, if he is broadcasting that day at the same time I am,
if he's broadcasting,
to briefly come on the marathon stream and have a quick conversation to catch up and see how he's doing, and I'll let him know how I'm doing.
So there you go.
Yeah, nah.
What
you don't think Asmongold's just going to stop everything he's doing to show up on Darkside Phil's channel?
As a guy who's worked with that guy for a very long time, absolutely fucking not. There is no way that happens.
Phil, I'm available. I'll show up.
Me too, Phil. I'll show up for Phil.
How about we all show up for Phil?
Except Asmon shows up.
Right. Blabsy, would you show up for Darkside Phil birthday party?
No.
Oh,
I would. But Asmongold, if you're out there, it is my birthday today, so you can come on the show right now if you want. Feel free.
Is it actually your birthday?
It is my birthday. Yep, absolutely.
Oh, dude, happy birthday, man. That's awesome. How old are you?
Man, thank you. I appreciate it. 32 years old today. 32
We're the same
years
age.
young.
Damn.
My God, look at that. We're doing good. All right.
You look a little bit better than me for our age, though.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's great. Hey, happy birthday, Phoenix.
Thanks, brother.
Good. Hey, before we move on to the next story over here, real quick, Dr. Diaz King came with $20. Says the orbit around the moon is a safe test for the system and was sent people the furthest out mankind has ever been sent because records are meant to be American. Let's go. More for the gun pie that is Game Boy. So there you go. Phoenix, let's get a quick update on our running tally.
Yikes. Here we go. It is $152.97 for the Sega Genesis and $855.97 for the Nintendo Game Boy and Game Boy Color.
Wow.
Yikes.
That is a shit kicking.
Yeah,
I will say there is it's slim, but there is a chance that there could be a big Sega person that might come in clutch. Maybe.
I'm just going to say this right now. There is a 0% chance. 0% chance. That no? Zero.
I think there's a chance.
You can't doubt the Sonic fans.
This is Mario versus Sonic at the end of the day.
It is.
Yeah, this is true. Thank you. All right. Thank you for the update there, Phoenix. I saw this video. I wanted to share this with you guys and get y'all's thoughts on it. I was growing up, the thing that I constantly heard over and over and over again, and really it's been an ongoing theme literally my entire life, is that the world is going to end because of climate change, right? The world is going to explode. The UV rays are going to go through the sky and they're going to heat everything up, and Greenland's going to melt, and then it's going to raise and Miami's not going to exist, and it's death and destruction from climate change. I'm sure you guys heard that a lot growing up as well.
Yeah.
Yes? Yeah? Kirsche, did you get that a lot growing up in school?
No.
Oh, I heard that every day.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was nonstop. Well, this girl over here says, Al Gore.
Wow, that's a forehead. Jesus, look at that. Wow.
It's a
You could land a spaceship on it.
She's like Roger from American Dad.
Said Al Gore just said none of the predictions in the past 20 years have been wrong from climate scientists over here. Says this inspired me to go back and watch the classic and Inconvenient Truth. Upon rewatching it, it's worse than I remember here. So let's go and play this and see just how incorrect he was.
They measured this amount of melting in Greenland. 10 years later, this is what happened. And here's the melting from 2005. Tony Blair's scientific advisor has said that because of what's happening in Greenland right now, the maps of the world will have to be redrawn. If Greenland broke up and melted, or if half of Greenland and half of West Antarctica broke up and melted, this is what would happen to the sea level in Florida.
Everyone's going to die.
This is what would happen to San Francisco
the
Bay.
beachfront property.
A lot of people live in these areas. The Netherlands, one of the low countries, absolutely devastating. The area around Beijing that's home to tens of millions of people. Even worse, in the area around Shanghai, there are 40 million people.
Oh my God.
Worse still, Calcutta and to the east, Bangladesh, the area covered includes 60 million people. Think of the impact of a couple 100,000 refugees when they're displaced by an environmental event. And then imagine the impact of 100 million or more.
Well, 100 million refugees are already in Britain.
Yeah, they've already moved away from the coastline, dog.
They're probably they're preparing for it.
That's true.
So that was what they said back then, which, hey, that sounds pretty devastating. Sounds like we're all going to die.
Devastating. And I can only imagine how many people just immediately got one shot by that as propaganda.
Well, and keep in mind, this is from Tony Blair's scientific advisor right there. So that was his model that he came out. By the way, no scientific guy. It's just his scientific advisor. Well, like that could be a guy, like legitimately, you can name anybody an advisor about anything. Right? I'm going to Tectone is our advisor for chili dogs here on the show, which is good. So
good choice.
Congratulations.
He looks like he'd know a good chili dog.
I do.
All right, let's see the other side of this here, as she did actually a little bit of research.
Okay, I cannot believe my high school teacher showed that to our entire high school as a presentation. That is malpractice. I mean, this is such an awful clip. And the reason I brought it up is because there was a recent viral clip of Al Gore where he said that none of the predictions from the past 20 years have been wrong from climate scientists.
In the view of the vast majority of the climate scientists who I trust and whose judgment has been correct, by the way, you go back 20 years and listen to what they were warning us about then. The fact that they were proven dead right should cause us to pay more attention to what these same scientists are saying.
So what we just watched was a 20-foot rise in sea level. That's what they displayed with their computer animation. But what's really happening is what's estimated is about 1 foot by the end of the century. Okay. And then right now with Greenland, with the melting that's happening at the current rate, we have about 0.8 millimeters of sea level rise from the Greenland melt per year. So not 20 feet whatsoever.
But let's go back to that really quick.
Yep.
0.08 millimeters.
Insane. We're fucked. We're dead. We're probably dead by the end of the decade.
Off of telling you everyone's going to die from the water rising.
The propaganda that we've seen from literally the 60s to today, this has been an ongoing push between, at first it was global warming, then it's climate change, whenever, like they switch around the words when it comes to this, but it's all meant to just have you live in fear.
Yeah, to distract you of what's actually going on. That's why whoever controls the media controls the entire planet. Whoever can broadcast the biggest issue to distract from what the actual real problems are is how you get all the citizens to stop actually trying to congregate together and make a beneficial change that we can actually do. When everybody's, it's like the Mayan calendar. Everybody thought we were all going to die in 2012, and everybody was talking about that shit for the entire year. Yeah, no, it's nuts.
Phoenix, I knew you were going to like Tectone.
I do. I love this guy. Absolutely. Yeah.
Dude, speaking of love, I still can't believe that Craig likes professional wrestling, and I would really like to talk about that at some point before the podcast is over, for the love of God.
We will talk. How about this? We'll move to professional wrestling after the next story.
Yeah.
All right. Kirsche, are you into professional wrestling?
I don't know anything about wrestling, and the only time I've ever been around wrestling is when my mom would invite her juggalo friends over, and they would throw each other through tables.
Yeah, insane clown posse, Yes.
Listen, Kirsche, I'm going to tell you this right now. Just because you experienced that means you know more wrestling than 90% of wrestling fans.
Yep.
All right?
Dude, it's two big, sweaty, sexy men in their underwear fighting, Kirsche. You would love it.
Wait, hold on. Why are they sexy, man?
Oh, they're so hot, bro. Oh my God. Look up Roman Reigns and tell me you don't want that 8 inches
Oh,
deep
I
in you,
know
bro.
him. He's got the one
What the-
finger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's so hot. It's crazy. Bro. I'm not gay, by the way.
Oh my God, I even spelled his last name right? I'm fucking
Yep.
crazy.
There you go.
What do you think of
Also,
Roman
he
Reigns?
looks like the Chad face meme.
I know. Yep.
All right, we'll get to wrestling here in just a second, but I'll tell you this story actually may actually tie into you, Tectone, as you are quote unquote alt-right extreme, and that's how you are portrayed online, right?
Yeah, I don't get that, but I think I'm pro reality. You know, that's pretty much it.
Well, anything right of far left, you know, we've seen that the meme millions of times, right? Did you see that Gavin Newsom's wife and quote first partner of California wants to hold tech leaders accountable to her children seeing quote alt-right extreme Jordan Peterson type content that teaches them hate, racism, and misogyny right here. Let's go
I
and
thought he taught men to clean their room and their penises.
Yeah.
Let's go and see this clip real quick.
My sons are really into sports, or so are my girls, but my sons will watch their favorite athletes on YouTube. Right. And then all of a sudden you'll find this sort of alt-right, extreme, Jordan Peterson type speaking to my sons. Right. It's insane. Right. Connected to the sports culture. That's not healthy.
Sorry, real quick. Can we just stop down and talk about what a giant fucking pussy this guy is over here?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Right. Oh, God, shut up.
Are you kidding? So then our boys are learning hate, bigotry, misogyny, racism. So it's very dangerous, and I think we have to take responsibility, and we have to hold those in leadership in tech accountable, because they're making all this money and they're leaving our world in a very, very dangerous place.
Yeah. Is he retarded? Like, is he autistic? What's wrong with him? Why is he talk? Yeah. What the fuck is that, bro? It's weird as shit.
I've never seen a straight man clap like this before.
And you still aren't. Yeah.
It scares me that people listen to people like this on the right. It's crazy how people listen to that woman and think, oh yeah, she's right. Yeah. I don't understand what these people think that we're hearing that's so dangerous to us, but I don't think they understand that the things that the people like me really want is to majorly just leave the kids alone. Stop trying to chop their dicks off. Stop trying to put the hormone blockers on them. Stop teaching women that it's beneficial to grow up being a whore and sell your body online. I feel like it's, I want to remind you, and a lot of this is due to the death of Charlie Kirk. Rest in peace. A lot of people realize that what's happening with the right now is they want to kill people like your grandfather and your father. The conversation that you have at the Thanksgiving table are conversations they think that you should be brutally assassinated for. And I think that the state of our country is the scariest it's ever been because the left is getting so violent, because people want to silence you and kill you if you say the same things we were all saying 10 years ago. And if you don't keep up with them, then you're labeled a Nazi. Which honestly, I think everybody should just stop fearing these words. Stop giving a fuck if they call you a racist. Stop giving a fuck if they call you a transphobe. Stop giving a fuck, because that is how they silence you. That's how they pressure you. Stop giving a fuck. It doesn't matter.
We are long past that.
The problem is like, even if most people collectively are like, oh, that word doesn't matter anymore, it has no effect, like we're not going to care about it. Unfortunately, companies seem to care about it. You'll end up losing your job anyways, even if you don't care about it. And that's what the horrible thing is about cancel culture, is that's like you can try and believe that it doesn't have any power, but they're not calling you like a Nazi or a fascist or whatever because they think you actually are that. It's marking you as a target to make you acceptable for life ruination, because they know companies are going to dump you if you're associated with those words. They know that it's going to ruin your reputation and fuck with your contracts. They know it's going to ruin relationships that you have, because they're going to go after your friends and your family and harass them to make them stop interacting with you. And this is why, like, it's frustrating when people say that cancel culture is on, like, it's gone, it's dead, it's been defeated, and it hasn't. And we have so many examples recently of it not being defeated. And it'd be great if it could be on the way out. And we've had some minor victories, but we need to stay vigilant and keep fighting against this stuff, or else it's just going to continue to rack up more and more bodies like it has for the last decade.
You're absolutely correct. You know, I've worked with a lot of sponsor companies, multiple in my entire lifetime, and the cancel culture has not stopped at all, especially for sponsorships. I mean, corporations are reaching their tipping point of just there are people losing their fucking mind. And what's crazy is I actually feel for these people, because the going after your relationships, going after your friendships, going after your sponsors. I mean, look no further than people like Asmongold, right? They understand they can't do shit to Asmon. They understand that the guy, he doesn't give a fuck. So what do? They go after his sponsorships. They go after his companies. They go after his friends. They go after his dead parents. It is psychotic. These people do not have a level that they deem too low to stoop to. And the worst thing is, the only way to beat them is to stoop to their level. And it sucks because we don't want to. We really don't want to. That is the only way it's ever going to get better, is if we treat them the same way they treat us.
Agreed. It's absolutely frustrating, because it's like you want to be honest, you want to do things the right way, you want to be like, I don't care that they believe something different from me, they should be able to work with the same company, like what they do has nothing to do with me, I don't give a fuck. But then they're going to be there harassing, you know, the same sponsor between you guys, being like, hey, you have to get rid of them, you have to get rid of them, I can't shill product to my audience unless you get rid of this person. And it's like, how is that my problem? Why are you threatening the company? That's crazy, bro.
Yep.
Well, we've had, I mean, countless number of friends who have appeared on the show who have lost. I mean, literally, the show originated with, you remember Kara, who worked for Limited Run Games. She got fired for simply following libs of TikTok.
That's crazy.
Which is like, how insane is that? Then we obviously, Rev and Straub, they had their sponsorships dropped working with that company. This is an ongoing thing. And the key is, and we talk about this all the time, this is one of our goals with Side Scrollers, build alternatives. You cannot worry about that. That's one thing that we are constantly talking about here with our show. And you can't, like, if there's a cup company that's giving streamers sponsorships and they'll drop you like a bad habit, then you create a cup company so you don't have to worry about it, right? You do what Eric July's done with Rippaverse, and you say, fuck your comic industry, I'm going to make my own business over here, and I'm going to be independent. That's the beauty of where we're at now, and that's something that has to be done consistently for all this stuff to combat all this nonsense.
That's why I really like what's going on with Rumble right now, especially if you're an American creator, is that they have a thing called Rumble Studio that gives you sponsorships sponsored by Rumble and American companies, that if you get like 100 viewers on Rumble, you can rack like an extra $150 to $300 a day if you just hit your 3 sponsored ad reads every single time. It is so nice. That is what I think more people don't understand about why they should multi-stream to Rumble, is because, one, the Rumble wallet gives 99.9% of what users give to that wallet directly to creator, which is great, because people like YouTube and Twitch has a huge rev split, which I fucking hate. I know when I'm a viewer, I don't like $2.50 of my dono going to YouTube rather than the creator if I'm donating $5. So Rumble Wallet's great, but also just like the in-house sponsors is so huge for more controversial creators. It is so important. I love that shit. I'm going to make a whole video on that in about 2 days as well.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, which is a great segue for me to let you know that, hey, this episode is brought to you by our friends at Rumble Wallet, which I'm reading this directly as a read from Rumble Studio right now. It goes exactly into what Tectone was talking about. Little scoop, like Tectone was just talking about. When you super chat over on YouTube, they take 30%. If you were to support with a sub over on Twitch, they take 50%. Not with Rumble Wallet. I know Tectone was just talking about it. Your money goes further in supporting the creators that you want to support. You want to donate $1, $1 goes to the creator. Not 70 cents, not 50 cents. It's awesome. It's great. And we love Rumble Studio. It's something that we have talked about quite at length on the show. You can go to Studio, or you can go to the Rumble Studio, or download the Rumble Wallet app itself. It's awesome. You can super chat with Bitcoin, Tether Gold, all the stable coins. Tips going to show up directly in our feed. We'll read it off. I've already read off a couple of them today, which is just great. You can go to wallet.rumble.com, download the app, or you can go to the app stores, which is obviously the iPhone app or the Android app. Seriously, it's an amazing way to get rid of the middleman and help the creator economy. You like your creators, support them directly with Rumble Wallet. Shout out to Rumble for making this alternative, disruptive technology. Big ups to them over there. All right. Thank you to Rumble Wallet right there. And once again, Tectone, I know you're a big fan of that.
Yeah, no, I've actually been talking to the guy who made Rumble Wallet recently because I think it's a very good disruptive technology, as they often say. Really big plans to make it even better and to have mutual benefit, because right now there's a lot of benefit to creators. There is. I'm trying to help make a change to where there's also something in it for the viewers as well. So anybody who downloads it now do you have a QR code they can scan for you?
We had one on screen, and while that ad read was going on, so
yeah,
you can
awesome.
literally download it.
If anybody downloaded it, there's going to be more stuff for viewers and content creators alike, because I just want to help take care of everybody who watches streams or anybody who does streams. So very excited. I think the technology is so cool.
Yes, I 1000% agree. It's very exciting for sure. All right, real quick, I did want to close out that story and let you know. You remember the wife of Gavin Newsom was talking about all the toxic masculinity and far right content creators, but all of her, her kids play sports, right? So I actually found footage of what she wished her sons who play soccer would look like. I don't know if you guys saw this going around.
This is what it looks like when you combine football and dancing. Because this sport is disco football, where the objective is...
This is what she wants
I
sports
want
to be.
the sun to swallow all of us.
This looks horrendous. What the hell?
This is
God.
The worst thing in the world. This is what they want for you kids.
I don't like this.
No, I don't like it either. Sorry, just
as
like
if
Alex
soccer
Jones
players weren't made fun of enough, like
Alex Jones.
That
is
was
right, man.
way gayer than what are they? Hobby horsing? Do you know hobby horsing?
I know hobby horsing.
I know what hobby horsing is. That's
Tell me
wild.
that was not gayer than hobby horsing.
Yeah, this is gayer than hobby horses.
Blab's actually kind of offended because she likes to hobby horse on the weekend, right?
What?
You get out your little horse and you're bouncing around.
No, I literally live right next to the horses. I'll go on the real ones. Thank you.
Okay, as long as you're not doing what Tectone's high school friend did or whatever at the petting zoo. Just saying.
Yeah.
oh my god.
Anyways,
Why you gotta make it so weird, man?
I appreciate
HR
it.
and I'm calling HR.
kind of what I do, Blabs. Kind of what I do. All right, Tectone, you wanted to talk wrestling.
I would love that.
Floor's yours.
I am so tired of living in a world where it has been maybe almost 30 years since professional wrestling has been outed as being fake. We all know it. We all get it. No one is shocked by this. We don't fucking care. It's professional stuntmen doing crazy ass shit on a weekly basis. Death-defying stunts are done like 13 times every single time a match happens. Yes, I get that it's not real. I'm not sitting there and be like, SpongeBob? Nah, I'm not going to watch that. That shit's fake. Game of Thrones? No thanks. Dragon Ball Z? Did you know those are drawings, buddy? Yes, I do know that it's fake, and it's fucking awesome. Suspend reality and buy in. It's the greatest. It has led, fun fact, a lot of people always say, oh, Tectone, your public speaking ability is so nice. I love the way that you can talk shit. You want to know how I learned how to do that? Watching professional wrestling. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, CM Punk. These are professional shit talkers. It's fucking awesome. And if you want to be able to talk the best shit, watch some old school Attitude Era promos, bro. You will be roasting your fucking homies on the microphone. And I just wanted to know, Craig, because I got you here. Who are your top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time?
Oof. Okay. Are we going based off of just ring skills, or are we going off of the whole
Complete
thing?
package? Whole package.
I mean, look, The Rock is the best, right?
Okay.
I mean, just his ability to tear somebody down. And I was going to bring this up, but the promo from WrestleMania 25 years ago, That is the greatest promo of all time.
The Rock and Stone Cold.
Yes. That is, and obviously the Rock and Stone Cold.
Way playing in the background of this. Oh my God, it's so good, bro. And WrestleMania is coming up, man. I cannot wait. I can't fucking wait, bro. It looks so good this year.
I'm gonna throw a dark horse in. You mentioned the top 3, and I'm gonna say, not right now, but by the time he's done, MJF will be a top 3 wrestler.
Holy fuck! I love you, bro. Holy fuck!
Can I give 2 dark horses that none of you guys, because you guys watch the gay wrestling? The correct answer is Mr. Perfect, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and Hulk Hogan. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, you guys probably didn't know this because you guys probably weren't born, was that when he would beat you, he'd cut your hair. Yeah, we're 32. Yeah, we'd cut that, but I always watch the old VHSs from my brother. But Brutus. Craig, did you like Brutus Barber Beefcake?
Yeah, he was great. And
Mr. Perfect, come on.
That was kind
Mr.
of his
Perfect
gimmick,
was cool.
though. Yeah.
Brutus Barber Beefcake, he's all right.
Kirsche, bringing it back to you. I know that you, being a massive wrestling fan, are in love with this conversation. I did want to bring this back to one of the growing trends on X and Twitter and social media is, if wrestling wasn't fake, explain this.
Oh, here
we
go.
We saw this one not too long ago.
Oh, this is so good! He's churning it up! Yup.
That's kind of impressive.
Right?
Can I tell a really fast, awkward story?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
So my at the time really good friend's mother used to tell, because I used to say that wrestling fan. I loved wrestling as a kid, and so I was never arguing with that. But I would just say, but like it's fake, and she goes, "It's not fake. It's not fake." Da da da. And she would like go over it in like in slow motion, and you're clearly seeing whiffs and stuff like that. But she's like, "No, it's real. It's real. It's real." But anyway, then she's like, "Well, then Phoenix, you're going to tell me that bottomless pits don't exist?" I went, I'm confident that bottomless pits don't exist. And she's like, "Well, then what happened to my father?" And I went, "Oh, that's awkward." So I guess her mom told her that her father fell down a bottomless pit, and that's why he was vacant all her life. Anyway, that was one of the yeah.
So some dads go out to get cigarettes and never come
Get a
back,
pack
and
of
then
smokes.
some dads just
fell down that
a bottomless
pothole.
pit.
Yep.
That's pretty fucked
What
up.
the heck?
Jesus, God bless her. That's awesome.
Speaking of if wrestling was fake, explain this. This is the greatness that is Kenny Omega wrestling a child.
Kenny,
in Japan.
by God, Omega. He's so good.
Have you ever seen Kenny Omega wrestling an 8-year-old child, Japanese girl, before?
No.
Many
I've
times.
seen adult Japanese females wrestling, and that's pretty fun.
Dude, there's people who wrestle
What is
blow-up
that?
balls. Dude, he is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Probably, actually, Pete Kenny Omega is the greatest in-ring performer of all time.
Wow. Here he is. He's excellent too at just making sure. Obviously, he's making sure she's safe over here.
Just break her back. That's great.
Yep. God,
Yeah.
he's so good, bro. So he's been held back by so many injuries, though. But fuck, man, he's the man.
I believe he has. I do believe he loses this match here, which
He
is,
does. He does. Also,
Is,
fun fact, he's come out as Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, and he's also come out as Sans from Undertale. Insane matches.
He has
bringing
really
it back to
nice
video
shoulders.
games.
Yep.
Look at that. That's awesome. It's so fun, so ridiculous, and so over the top. And I think it's such a spectacle when it comes to wrestling in general. It's so much fun to just to be a part of that, especially when you're in the arena.
Oh my God, yes.
Kirsche,
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
I would like to revise that this is my favorite wrestler of all time. This is it.
Oh, dude, if you haven't been put on Kenny Omega, bro, he is the fucking man. Oh,
Yeah.
oh no, the suplex. Come on and come out before it. I love that match. So good.
Kirsche, if we ever have an opportunity in real life to take you to a wrestling match, like a real wrestling match,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, even if it's an indie thing, you will fall in love with it. It's so insane. Actually, Greek Turbo, I was actually...
It's like the pageantry around it is what makes it fun.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. Greek Turbo actually has his own independent wrestling federation up in New York. So maybe we have an opportunity to work with them on some level. Saw this the other day as well. By the way, this is bringing it back to you, Kirsche, you said your mom would something about juggalos suplexing each
Yeah,
other?
she had friends who were juggalos, and they would come over and they would drink and they would do backyard wrestling.
Did you ever listen to Insane Clown Posse?
No, not particularly.
Oh, bro, they're so good.
Looks to be true.
As a white trash redneck, I love ICP, bro.
Well, ICP has Juggalo Championship Wrestling, which is actually seen as an okay federation. They have good production value. And this recently happened. Once again, if wrestling is fake, explain this. Come on, what are we doing here?
Well, it looks like Mickey. What?
Oh, that's Nick Nemeth.
Yep.
Well,
he's wearing the 80s.
You're not going to get a test of strength out there, but you are getting the prize. That's a cover. That's a cover. Never had to kick out of a kid.
Hell no, bro.
I thought we were watching wrestling, not softcore amateur porn. What's happening?
Dude, the worst thing is he's made out with worse looking woman before. He made out with fucking Vicky Guerrero once. That was
is her state just like sexually assaulting her opponents?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
In the world of professional wrestling, Kirsche, all that goes out the window unless it's part of a storyline.
Yeah.
Right? Unless it's part. Yeah.
I mean, just a little bit of a backstory, Kirsche. There was this guy by the name of, I believe it was Kane. Kane's wife had died in real life, so they turned it into a wrestling story where they were doing an open casket funeral, and his I guess partner in this, his enemy he had to fight, named by the Triple H, went into the open casket and fucked his dead wife, so that way they would have a wrestling match. I shit you not. It was crazy.
That's a real thing.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think I could date a wrestler.
And now I believe he's the governor of California. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kane is the governor.
No. He's the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee.
That's what it is. Oh, I'm confusing with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sorry, I think that's the other guy.
Yes, that was the famous Katie Vick storyline where Triple H. Yes.
Is she related to Michael Vick, the dog guy?
Well, once again, no. But in this situation, there was some fucking having to do with this. Once again, tying it back to dog jizz again. Loop. Thank you, Kirsche, for that. It always comes back to dog jizz over here.
Also, side note for any wrestling fans, I don't want to do a top 3 best wrestlers of all time because obviously Stone Cold is number 1. There's no reason to keep your eye on in 2026. Obafemi, Trick Williams, Javon Evans. 3 brothers all came up from NXT at the same time. Oh my God, they are killing it right now. So fucking good. Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi's at WrestleMania in 2 weeks, and I can't fucking wait.
That Obafemi Brock Lesnar match is that would be a reason why I'd watch that.
As someone who knows nothing about wrestling, Obafemi sounds like a drag queen name.
Okay. No, he doesn't. Oh, he's awesome, bro. He's so good.
Oh, that's great. All right. Well, hey, Tectone, anytime you want to talk wrestling, man, I'm on board. That's one of the things that we've always wanted. I've always wanted to do was actually do a wrestling show, like an actual podcast.
Same.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe there's an opportunity there.
I would love to, man. Dead ass.
All right, cool. Hey, this is awesome. As Snake Shadow came in with the $49.99, says Roddy Piper.
Hell yeah.
Bar none.
So good.
Great stuff right there. Thank you so much, Snake Shadow right there. I'm going to get you on the wall. Also, Blabs, if you wouldn't mind reading this one from Planet Will.
Yeah, let me just go grab some more Kirsche likes. Okay, there we go. All right, Planet Will for 50 says, you are all wrong. The greatest wrestler of all time is the 1, 2, 3 Kid.
Yeah.
I won't hear any more about it.
1, 2, 3 Kids X-Pac, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was the Dynamite Kid who was like a roided up like psycho in the 80s. But yes, 1, 2, 3 Kid is X-Pac, is Sean Waltman. Yes. So Buzz, why don't you read a few more of these really quick while I get Planet Will and Snake Shadow on the wall, please.
Okay. Twice Once for 20 says Game Boy and Game Boy Color should be the absolute winner. Sorry, Sega. # not my console. And Mas for 20 says, if I remember correctly, Kirsche just yelled PlayStation 2 wins, and that's why she probably assumed they win.
I saw it on Twitter. They were just like, oh my God, this has been the craziest day ever for Side Scrollers podcast. And I was like, wow, good for them. That's a crazy amount of money.
Also, Lady Desiree rated on Rumble. Thanks for rating, Des. Conair for 30 says, I'm voting for the Sega Genesis. Although GBC was my first handheld, I want to have Sega versus Nintendo Showdown as the finale the most. I'm at my YouTube limit, so that is 30 for the Genesis. Incanthus for 20 says, put this on the Sega Genesis, Flashback, Sonic 1 and 2, Battletech, Todd Slime World, Shaq Fu, Shining Forces 2, and Jurassic Park are some of my favorite games I have played on it. So that's
wow,
20
Shaq
for
Fu, attaboy.
Yeah. It's 20 for the Sega Genesis. Did we get this one already? Marmalin for 50?
No.
We did not. Okay, Marmalin for 50. Let me go grab some more. You know what? We'll put Virtual Boy up. Marmalin for 50 says, the new attractiveness, you mean like traditional women, not the one that had their own penis. What isn't attractive? They make the bonus holes out of fish skin now. Foxy,
Okay,
can
thank you.
choose.
Got a new definition to the fish and chips special, man.
No!
Gross.
Well, they have a legitimate excuse now to smell like fish down there too. Like you can blame it easy on that.
Kirsche, what would you like the 50 for? Genesis or Game Boy?
Game Boy!
Thank you.
All right.
Jesus.
We'll get the rest of your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants here in a little bit. If you guys first time tuning in, come join us. You can subscribe to us over on YouTube or Rumble. You can find us over on Kick and Twitch and anywhere else on the internet that that is available to be streamed on. So find us over there. Love that. And if you guys are watching over Rumble, join us over on Rumble. Hit the follow button over there. And if you guys are watching anywhere else, you guys can obviously find Kirsche's information and Tectone's information down in the description as well. I encourage you to go subscribe.
I have a question.
Yes, Kirsche.
If you're wearing a sheepskin condom and you put your dick in the tilapia vagina, are you simulating animal sex?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You ask the questions that people are afraid to ask Kirsche.
Yes.
And that's what I value about our relationship.
I never had these questions.
The same thing.
I'm glad we're on the same page, Eggman.
Yeah.
All right, we actually have a little bit of breaking news here, which is kind of exciting. Let's go ahead and yeah, cover your ears because we got our breaking news sounder, Tectone. Our president has fired Pam Bondi as Attorney General.
Finally!
This is real? This just happened?
Yeah, this is real.
Bondi was at the White House to attend Trump's address to the nation and earlier had accompanied the president to the Supreme Court to watch oral arguments of the birthright citizen case. Trump is expected to make a formal announcement soon. The White House did not directly address the report, but pointed to the post to quote regarding the president praising Bondi right here. So Trump said, Attorney General Pam Bondi is a wonderful person and she is doing her job. Kirsche, you seem fairly happy about this idea.
Yes, because Bondi has fucked everything up,
up.
starting from the fucking Epstein files, man. I'm so sick of this woman. Get her out.
Phoenix, you seem happy.
Yeah, it's exactly what she just said. Pam has been terrible. She's fucked everything up every single time. So it's time to get someone else. We definitely need someone else.
Replaced by a man, so hopefully it's not an ideologically captured one and he'll actually get something fucking done.
Well, yeah, being replaced apparently by Todd Blanche.
Possibly Lee Zeldin was also in the article as well as a possible permanent replacement.
Yeah.
Is Pam Bondi the one whose husband was wearing the fake tits?
No, that's Christy Nome.
Okay. It's been interesting to watch.
She also, I think, got fired though. So
she
understandable mistake. All women who get fired look the same.
Now that Bondi's fired, how long till she starts an OnlyFans? I give it 2 months.
Saying she is pretty good looking. Saying.
And she's like 60, by the way.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for her,
She's
man. Good
really
for her.
good looking for 60. That whole
Pam Bondi, you're talking about, right? Pam? Yeah, she's like 60 plus, yeah.
Okay, I'm just judging the
What you're
book by
saying
its
is next
cover.
centerfold, we need Pam Anderson and Pam Bondi together, the double Pam squared, if you will.
Man. Okay, so apparently Blanche acted as U.S. Attorney General. I don't know. I'm not. Like I said, people watch our show and they're like, you guys are super political. No, we're not. Right? I don't even know what any of this shit means. What does an Attorney General do for the United States? Anybody?
Wait,
Phoenix?
Sorry, what was the question?
So, what does an Attorney General do for the United States? They just kind of act as like with the Epstein stuff over here.
I couldn't give you the exact definition.
Okay. Let's see. Let's find out exactly what that means. You know, the Attorney General. Let's see. What does the U.S. Attorney General do? What does the U.S. Attorney General do? And get a full rundown because she did say that remember her saying the Epstein files were on her desk, right? And then they weren't. And then all of a sudden, the U.S. Attorney General serves as the chief law enforcement officer of the federal government, representing the United States in legal matters and advising the president and executive departments. The Attorney General also supervises the Department of Justice and oversees federal prosecutions.
Well, it's become very hard to understand what anybody actually does in the government because for a lot of the times they don't actually do anything. So I understand what their job was, what they're supposed to do. But are they going to do anything close to that? More likely than not, and nothing will ever happen because nobody does anything.
Man, is that not true?
It seems like the Democrats do things. It's just things that most normal people don't like. And the Republicans go, we should do something about that. And then they never do.
That's very fair. It's like the mass deportations we were promised. I think we're at what?
Where are our mass deportations? I will say I'm really happy that birthright citizenship is finally being considered by the Supreme Court because I don't know how anyone interpreted it as anyone from a foreign nation can come here and shit out a child and that becomes an American citizen. That's just not how that works. And if the Supreme Court decides that that is how that works, I don't know how we're going to continue to have a nation. Because that doesn't make any sense that anyone everywhere all the time is just an American waiting to be airdropped on our soil. Like, what even are you talking about?
I think it's very fair to say that birthright citizenship should be revoked. The only problem is that how much do we retroactively apply it? It's going to be very difficult because obviously if someone, 20 years ago, this shit happened, they've pretty much most likely already integrated into our society. Maybe. Obviously, there are some races in the country that have had a slower time integrating than others. But in my opinion, if I were to be the one in charge of retroactively applying birthright citizenship, I would probably, because people have an issue putting a number on it, I would most likely say if you were born into the United States via birthright citizenship, probably in the past 15 years, you should have your citizen revoked. You should go back to your country.
I'm surprised you only said 15. I would have said going all the way back to like 1964 or whenever the Hart-Keller Act was introduced.
I think, obviously just really putting myself in the shoes, it would be very difficult to go back 60 years.
I really don't care, Margaret. And if you look at the Dominican Republic, the Dominican Republic, they actually revoked citizenship from Haitians who can't prove 3 generations of being able to live in the Dominican Republic. So they went all the way back to like 1920 something to kick out Haitians from their country. And it's like if the Dominican Republic can do that for just one specific nation, there should be no reason that we, as a more advanced country, cannot do the same thing.
I absolutely agree. I just try to think what is plausible to get people on board with. And I think the 15 years or maybe even 5 years would be very, a lot easier to get more people to agree with.
I disagree. I think that you're not going to get any concessions from people who don't want to get rid of birthright citizenship. They're not going to be like, okay, well, only 5 years. They're going to continue battling it until a Democrat gets in power and then completely kills it. So you're either going to have to go all the way or you get nothing.
I think of this from a parent perspective, right? If I was illegal, if I was illegal and I had, let's just say my daughter who is 11 right now, I have a 11 and 14-year-old. She is getting ready to finish up elementary school. We have planted roots where we're at. And I'm trying to think like just from a public perception on this, I think while I want to be like Kirsche and I want to think that 10 or 15 years is reasonable, I think most people would say probably 5 is probably the max, just from public perception, because
5 years isn't going to do anything. It's not going to make a dent anywhere. And especially when you look at like the Chinese who would purposefully send people over here in order to make them American citizens legally so that they can participate in our elections. 5 years is going to do absolutely nothing. Like literally nothing. It's not even worth arguing for.
It won't do
with that
anything
argument-
now, but in the future, it would build into long-term benefit.
I don't think so. With only 5 years, it's going to have the same exact effect as what we're having happen now. Reversing only 5 years is not going to make much of a dent at all. And if you're arguing for 5 years, I again don't think that anyone is going to be like, oh yeah, that sounds reasonable. I'm going to come across the aisle and say, yeah, let's start denaturalizing and deporting these people.
I just think strictly from a public perception standpoint, I think there'd be too much pressure. But
I think that if we actually want to keep our country, we need to stop being worried about public perception. At least the people who have the ability to put this stuff into action, right? Like I know all of us still have to work within the framework of the Overton window, but people in positions of power, the actual politicians, they can just be like, fuck the optics. This is what we know our constituents want. This is what we're going to argue for. We know it's like, we can't even get the SAVE Act passed to get voter ID. And you think people are going to be okay with 5 years of denaturalizations and denying birthrights?
Well, the reality is, like, we're not going to get even 1 year. It's going to be a act that's
Well, you're not going to get birthright, period. That's not going to happen.
I think we will get birthright, but I don't think it's going to be applied retroactively. That's why I'm just trying to get a little bit extra.
I would love for it to be applied retroactively, and unfortunately,
It won't be,
I do
though.
agree with
You
you.
know
Yeah,
it
I
won't.
do agree with you. We're
Yeah.
probably not going to get
No
it.
way that's getting
retroactive.
passed.
Yeah.
But I don't think regardless of whether you said 60, 50, 25, you're going to get anyone in agreement because it's going to be fought tooth and nail, and then the entire thing is just going to get thrown out later on. And it's unfortunate, but it's like we either need to do something or just give up. I don't think there's like an in between, like, oh, we can get some concessions. We're not in that we can have compromise, we can have concessions area anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We've blown past that.
Well, we just give up.
Giving up is obviously like the worst thing you can do,
Yeah,
and I
no,
don't
no,
encourage
yeah.
people to give up. I want people to get involved in their politics locally so we can actually have a tangible change. Like Brendan Herrera winning his seat was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I with you on this, man. It's interesting. Like this whole thing just came back. Speaking of Brandon Herrera over on X, he seems fairly excited about this. Ladies and gentlemen, Pam Bondi is out.
Yep.
Over here. So.
It should have been
Brandon
Matt Gates,
Herrera
but
is the man.
if it was Matt Gates, this would be the best administration of all time. But there was no way he was going to make it in. So they got Pam Bondi, who I think has been a disaster from day one.
Yeah, well, yeah. Matt Gates was originally supposed to be.
That's who Trump wanted. It was a long shot, but that would have been great. Gates would have been working hard. He would have absolutely done everything he needed to be done.
All right. Well, this whole thing is just an arm wrestling match back and forth, which leads me back to DB Wild created a new asset based off of my ask earlier. He said on Side Scrollers, Craig asked me to make alternate endings, but Grok is apparently sexist and it would never let Kirsche actually win against Tectone. But she's got some hidden Foxu strength to teach him a lesson if he wins. Look at this battle here. Tectone, by the way, nice beard.
Hey, thanks, bro.
That's good.
Oh my God, why is your
Children
nose
of
dripping
illegals
so
will
hard?
never vote for a politician.
Bodied! Yes! What the
Which is
fuck
why
was
Democrats
that?
support it. It's playing the long game. It guarantees new Democrat voters.
The spirit of my ancestors took over. That was the Italian in me.
Then you finish, you go bada boom. Hippie
Yeah,
Tree
bada
Hugger
boom.
says, came in with $25. Says children of illegals will never vote for a politician who will deport their parents, which is why Democrats support it. It's playing the long game. It guarantees new Democrat voters. $25 for Hippie Tree Hugger right there. Thank you very much. Okay, I want to get to this dog story here with you, Kirsche.
He got that dog in him.
You got that dog. Well, it's not like that guy at the start of the show. But before we do, Game Hunter says, "Hi, Tectone." This is an important question. It says, "Would you like to be a hidden in-game boss for the Asmongold Kirsche JRPG? The Asmongold design must meet the Kirsche gaze. The VTuber Akasi is Asmongold's biological daughter in game. That is $50 for the Game Boy right there.
There's like an entire Asmongold extended universe where I guess I'm dating him? Question mark.
Oh yeah, you guys aren't dating.
No.
Well,
yeah, no, that'd be crazy.
Wait, why are you saying it like that?
Well, I thought you guys are you guys not public?
No, we're not
Wait, publicly, right? No, but you guys, I thought you guys. Oh. Anyways, yeah, I would love to be added. I would love to be added to any video game, to be honest. I just like being included in things. It's nice. So yeah, no, absolutely. You have my full consent. Do whatever the fuck you want, brother.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Look at that. Torger came in and says, my favorite Command and Conquer quote, because it's always relevant. Kane, your powerful GDI forces have been emasculated, and you yourself are a killer of children. Of course, it's not true, but the world only believes what the media tells them to believe, and I tell the media what to believe. It's really quite simple. Oof. Also, Game Boy. There's $50 for the Game Boy from Togger right there.
I got to tell you, it is not even remotely close at this point, by the way.
All right, let's get an update here, Phoenix, before we go to our dog story.
Here we go. $279.60 for the Sega Genesis and $1,122.93 for the Nintendo Game Boy.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that many autistic Sonic fans had $300 to give up. That's impressive.
They really, really, thank you, Phoenix. They really hate the Genesis. That's crazy. It's it appears that the Game Boy is going to be in the finale here. Real quick, we have this from Fifth Down Ditz. Says, Kirsche, please explain to the panel, chat, and my best friend why I rightfully punched him in the face when he asked me if I was going fishing for tilapia this weekend.
You were just fishing for medical supplies, obviously.
For research, Tectone, that one chick you mentioned is Courtney McClure, another for Genesis. There's 5 for Genesis. Who's
Thanks,
Courtney
man.
McClure?
I don't know who that is.
Probably the chick with the bouncing tits from y'all's donation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shadow Warrior says, humanity will end before the world gets destroyed. The earth is self-regulating. We are insignificant in the grand scale of things. Thank you, Shadow Warrior. Appreciate that. All right. Let's go to this final story here before we get to Today in Video Game History, because that is what we are, the #1 video game and entertainment podcast at God's Green Earth. Don't question it. Only embrace it. Mm-hmm. We saw this from the BBC, which blabs, what's the BBC mean?
Big black cock-a-doodle-doo.
That's right. Big black cock over here. Right here.
Or the
we have
British
this.
Broadcasting Corporation, whichever one you'd like.
Well, we saw this nice piece of propaganda come in. Have we become too dog friendly?
I saw this shit. Fucking insane.
Yes.
Are we all
What a fucking retard.
dog friendly? From coffee shops, restaurants, and retailers like IKEA, Zara, and John Lewis, dog-friendly spaces are becoming easy to come by. There are 13.5 million pet dogs in the UK, and 36% of households own at least one dog. But
By the way,
How many Muslims do they have there, which probably explains this whole headpiece?
Right up.
If you're going to talk about how we become too dog friendly, you probably shouldn't show the most adorable dog in history running towards the camera.
What do you mean, Craig? That's not adorable. That's filthy.
Oh, sorry, my fault. I was got distracted by the filthy mangy mutt over there. Let's see. Maybe this guy makes good points, guys. I don't know.
million pet dogs in the UK, and 36% of households own at least one dog. But people who are allergic to dogs or afraid of them say that the rise of these dog-friendly spaces is a concern.
I just don't believe you. I just don't believe that there are people out there, unironically, who are just like, I'm so scared of dogs, and I can't go to my Starbies in the morning because someone's poodle mix might be there.
So stupid.
Well, I mean, naturally, Kirsche, if one person is upset by anything, we have to change all of society for them.
Well, it's like when I see these articles, because there's been a couple of articles now talking about like, oh, I have a crippling fear of dogs and I can't even leave my house anymore. And it's like they probably found like the most absolute niche cases of being afraid of dogs to like get some people on board with, oh no, we have to protect these people. They're afraid of dogs. That's so terrible. But this is like the Trojan horse for like just the Muslims getting rid of dogs. That's
all
I know. That is all it is. I'm just
period.
Really afraid of dogs. Anyways, let 6 million undocumented criminals across the border now. That way I feel very safe.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. We can have more rape gangs as long as we get rid of the dogs.
Yep. They'd probably like the dogs more if they were rapists.
That's true. Or they should like the dog that raped that one pedophile to death then.
Mm-hmm.
Why does the pedophile rank higher?
Could you imagine switch dogs? Let's actually watch this again. I'm going just off my gut here, okay? Let's watch this again, but replace dogs with the word migrant. Okay.
Not where I thought you were gonna go with that.
Okay. Let's just see really quick. Let's just see what happens.
Are we all becoming too dog friendly? From
There it
coffee
is.
shops, restaurants, and retailers like IKEA, Zara, and John Lewis, dog friendly spaces are becoming easy to come by. There are 13.5 million pet dogs in the UK, and 36% of households own it.
It gives it a whole new meaning, doesn't it?
Yes, it
And
does.
I'm
Yes.
A
offended
far
when
more
I go out
accurate
to my
one.
morning Starbucks and I see a migrant.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Jake
One
Monroe
dog.
has a pet
But
migrant.
Do you think that the rest of this video would play out the same way with it if they use the word illegal migrant here?
Probably
allergic
not,
to
no.
dogs or afraid of them say that the rise of these dog-friendly spaces is a concern. One woman with the extreme fear of dogs told the BBC that she feels trapped and only goes out on special occasions due to the lack of dog-free zones. She's
Well,
one
that's
of
the
many
worst time,
seeking
actually. If you
support-
look at Germany, I mean, they just drive trucks into the markets, man.
Yep.
in online groups who offer advice on how to avoid them.
Okay, hold on. If you have online groups on how to avoid illegal migrants, you are racist, and you're like,
I know, it's great.
You will be sent to jail in the UK for that. That's unbelievable.
Look at that cute little guy. Who's afraid of that?
I think that's the worst. This is the worst piece of propaganda I've ever seen because these are the cutest little fluff balls. I just want to pet them and snuggle with them.
I don't even want to own a dog, right? Like I don't want a dog. I don't like them licking me. I don't like the wet noses, or I don't like how they smell when they come in from outside because they have the outside smell on them. Not a big fan. But you know what I do when I see other people's dogs? I'm like, oh my God, it's such a cute little puppy. Can I pet it? You know, like, what are we doing here?
You should really try owning a dog. I'm not
If
gonna.
I ever acquiesced and decided, okay, I'm gonna get a dog, I think I'd want a Borzoi because communists tried to eradicate the Borzois and fuck anything communists don't like, obviously.
There you go. I will say I was on board the I don't want a dog train either, and then I had one. Oh my God, I had this cute little golden retriever. He's 11 months. His name is Mango. He is the best decision I've ever made.
Mango is very cute.
He gets me out of my
I
house.
had my roommate's dog for like a decade, and he had a Klein Spitz, and it was like the yappiest little fucking thing ever. I was cute as fuck. It was adorable, but he just would not shut the fuck up ever.
Well, that's because it's kind of like not wanting to have kids because your retarded friends have some spoiled ass child. Like, don't let them ruin it. You know, like if you raise your dog with the same love as, you know, every other good dog owner does, they are truly the joy of your life. It's the same thing with kids. I'm so excited to have a kid whenever I have one. You know, I've seen many
I
people
will
raise their
pretend
kids
I'm
from shit.
Russian aristocracy, and I will walk a Borzoi one day.
Yes, yes, but don't let these fuckers who are shit owners ruin that shit for you, Kirsche. Definitely try to get a dog at least once. I mean, they're so awesome.
Being a parent, and not just a dog parent, is the best thing you could possibly do.
I
It's
agree.
spectacular. And now the dog is the nice like training wheels, right? It teaches you how to be responsible and make sure they're fed and give them water and go outside for a poopy.
Yeah, get the fuck out of bed when you don't want to.
Cats for that. Oh my God! Ever since I got a litter robot, my life has changed.
Careful on which one you buy. There
No,
are
I
some
bought
that
the
are different.
official ones. I'm not going to get the Chinese knockoff
Good,
ones that will decapitate my cat. No,
Thank
you.
God. Yes. Yeah. That's horrible. I can't believe that should happen. Like, that was awful.
I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
Okay,
The
so
decapitation litter robots?
There's a company called Whisker that made something called Litter Robot, which is like a self-scooping litter box for cats. So you never have to scoop again. It like does a cycle, and the poopy and the pee-pee pellets go into like a bag, and you just throw out the bag later. But there are obviously any successful product has knockoffs, and so there's been a Chinese knockoff phenomenon of the litter robot. And some of these Chinese knockoffs have killed cats that have gotten inside of them because their sensors don't work very well and can't detect if the cat is in the box. So it starts cycling with the cat inside, and then bad things happen.
Yeah. It's don't look it up. Don't look it up. It's awful.
I do not like to see dead cats.
Yeah, I can't.
If you buy a litter robot, buy the official like Whisker litter robot. The price tag will make you vomit, but it's so fucking worth it.
It is. If you don't like animal abuse, don't watch these videos or Hassan Piker streams.
True.
Noted. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I do think that somebody should make they should follow that exact same script from that have we become too dog friendly and just replace the words, that would be fucking mega viral.
What's that like joke where it's like if you take any kind of feminist writing and you replace like men with the Jews to make it look like a Hitler speech, and if it looks like a Hitler speech when you replace like men with the Jews, you might be reading something from an incredible radical that you probably shouldn't listen to.
All right, we got a few more minutes left. We've had a fun show today, Tectone. This has been fun, man. Thanks so much for coming on, man. It's been great.
Thanks for having me.
For sure. Well, we always end the show with a little bit of disappointment for everybody. Blabs, are you ready to disappoint everybody today?
I was born ready.
You goddamn right you were. It's time for Today in Gaming History.
Today in Gaming History with Flab.
Yeah, do it. Step on me, mommy.
This is your best list yet? Oh, I haven't seen it yet. 1 second, sorry.
Flabs.
Yeah, that's me if I eat, like, I don't know, fast food or something. Anyway, April 2nd, everybody. Bonk! 3 Bonk's Big Adventure was released in Japan in 1994. Your Final Fantasy I was released in 1994. And then Metal Slug 2 was released in 1998. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Some noticeable games that you missed today. By the way, it's in the United States, it was Final Fantasy 3. In Japan, it was Final Fantasy 6.
Yeah,
just so we're all on the same page.
I'm aware. Really? You click on it and it changes to 3.
Yes. So as this says Final Fantasy 6, yes, Final Fantasy 3 in the United States, which technically this is the wrong box art over here. So there's that.
That's so strange.
Why is there robot Donald Trump in the city of London?
Yeah,
that is weird, isn't it?
Man, what a video game that would be. Donald Trump with big old laser eyes shooting the hell out of illegal migrants and stuff. That'd be wild. Let's see. Dragon Force 2. Not familiar with that one. Metal Slug 2. You mentioned that, Blabs. Made Man. I'm going to be honest. Today, not the best day
So
for
what you're
video
saying
games.
is I have a fantastic list. Thank
Flawless.
you so much. I'll be here every day.
Absolutely flawless.
Earth Defense Force 4.1. The Shadow of New Despair. Right there.
Oregon Trail. Oh, it's
but for iOS.
Yeah, that's the port of it right there 5 years ago.
dare they.
By the way, how come it took 40 years to bring the Oregon Trail to the iPhone?
It's a great question.
Yeah, good question.
I ask important
It was
questions.
40 years.
I mean,
of
you asked that, but
development,
then you're
Craig.
still wondering why Bloodborne still hasn't been ported to the PC, and it's been like a decade. You know, these companies, they don't get shit.
Blabs, this is the name of your stripper
darn.
troupe, Magic Exposure 2,
No,
over here.
mine's Magic Exposure 69. Thank you very much. Get it right.
So that's a high quality game. European Truck Simulator released for the Switch.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Rogue Golf releasing today. And Third Crisis Neon Knights. There we go.
I just don't trust adults that play Roblox. That's where I'm at.
Oh,
Well-
PAX East, I heard someone talking about Roblox. They were talking like, oh yeah, I'm playing this on Roblox, and I turn around and they did not look mentally well.
Nope.
So,
Don't
yeah.
trust them.
Well, I don't play Roblox, but I am saying I have dabbled in it a little bit. Doors on Roblox is such a good game. So that's about the only Roblox experience I've ever had. And if I have kids, I'll play Roblox with them. But yeah, 32-year-old man playing Roblox alone, that's a little sus.
Yeah, it's a little sus.
Not something that people, definitely a hard drive, at least inquiry about.
Yes.
For sure.
Yep.
Yes. Hippie Tree Hugger just dropped $100. Says you're using the same scare tactics that was used to ban guns and knives. Muslims will vote out native-borns in a matter of years. Soon at this rate. This for the Game Boy. $100 for the Game Boy right there. And Game Hunter Sirius just came in. Blaz, why don't you read this off really quick while I write his name down?
Okie dokies. Game Hunter Series for 50 says the creation of the Asmongold X Kirsche JRPG is the result of crime boss dropping Kirsche. I need a few more base streamers and VTubers. The artwork needs to be fucking badass. Fuck. Ratsanabe and Ratscum. That is money for the Game Boy, so that's 50 for the Game Boy.
There you go.
Yeah. And then this one
I
just
can
came
never
in real
get over
fast.
Asmongold as a centaur.
This
And,
one came in real fast. Tekka for 5 says, dogs defend the home when your himbo is at work, Kirsche. If you put him at ease to know you are safe while he's away, as long as it's not male.
True, I am a white woman after all.
Huh. The more you know. Now we're caught up.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get a final tally on our big showdown today. The Genesis versus the Game Boy. I think the Genesis has a chance.
Maybe there's a shot. Maybe. Here we go. Let's see. If we all clap together, $294 and 59 cents for the Sega Genesis, and $1,299.92 goes to the Nintendo Game Boy. Are we announcing the winner right here?
Yes, I think it's fair to announce the winner here, Phoenix.
Okay, I think it's fair to say that it is, in fact, the Nintendo Game Boy that wins. Congrats to the Nintendo Game Boy.
Yeah!
Yes, congratulations to the Nintendo Game Boy, advancing to the finals of the greatest console ever tournament, accepting on behalf of the Game Boy and Game Boy Color is our first-time guest, Tectone.
Hey, hell yeah. Hey, for all the Game Boy Color fans out there, whether you were playing the Dragon Ball Z or Pokemons or Digimons or Yu-Gi-Ohs, we all know that console was something that really shaped our childhood. I remember just like it was 25, 24 years ago where I used to sneak outside and we were so poor. We weren't allowed to own video game consoles, so I convinced my mother that I was playing with a sock because that's how poor we were. Just go outside and play on a sock. In reality, I was playing Game Boy Color, Pokemon Yellow, and we all went to Cinnabar Island after talking to that little old man in what I believe was Meridian City, getting to sing no and multiply all of our rare candies to 130 so we could finally beat the Elite Four with our Dragonite because we were too stupid to do it the right way. Man, it is a great day for Game Boy fans out there today, and I will gladly accept the honor of this gift. And thank you so much for giving me such a prodigious award. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Game Boy, and what a rousing victory speech right there for it right there. Thank you so much, Freak Offers. I just watched the short today about how surrendering your guns is no longer voluntary in Canada, and they want RCMP to go door to door to reclaim what. Because only 2.5% actually gave up their gun. Love this country. Get the hell out of there, Freak Off.
Yeah, that seems crazy.
Leave. It's ridiculous. All right. Great place to wrap. Guys, thank you very much for popping in. If you're new, make sure you guys subscribe to us over on YouTube and, of course, over on Rumble. Join the 42,000 who have joined us over there. We're also live over on Kick. We're live over on Twitch, and you can find us over on Spotify. Of course, you can find Tectone and Kirsche's information down in the description. We encourage you to subscribe to them and, of course, check them out on a day-to-day basis as well. Tectone, thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's awesome having you on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hit me up anytime. This was great. Very chill. I got nice and cozy in my blanket the whole time, and I was just eating grapes, having fun, talking about chicks jerking off horses.
You look like a king.
As you do.
Thanks.
Kirsche, as always, it's always a pleasure.
Absolutely always a pleasure, and I'll see you guys in another Leap Week.
I want to let you know, Kirsche, Jake is scheduled with you next time, and we did promise that when Jake is...
not next time. Not next time.
Oh, okay. That's at the end of the month.
Yeah, April 30th, you and Jake are scheduled again, and he's gonna be drunk, and you're gonna be high. So please make arrangements prior to be high. Thank you.
I didn't know we were scheduling my weed intake now.
Yeah. Thank you. I am part of your scheduling now. Thank you so much, Kirsche.
I'll try to wake and bake, I guess.
Oh my gosh! All right. With that said, guys, have a great rest of your day. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out, and remember, people gonna try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great rest of your day. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.